kind of nice. Alright, sorry, we killed a fuck ton of goblins last time. There's our horse, by the way, our painted pony. Yeah, we killed a bunch of gobos, and we had lots of conversations about goblins and Australian vernacular relating to goblins, and kind of sort of relating to goblins. And yeah, so what we're gonna be doing, I'm just gonna be going as the crow flies towards good old Frostcrag Spire. Of course, we've got our same beloved hero, Mr. Purple Man himself, Mr. Sadge Maroon, and he's gonna be the star of the show. Or I mean, he always is the star of the show, let's be honest. Oh, speaking of star of like of entities being elected the star of a show, Gracie has my fiance is fostering a puppy. Well, not a puppy, but fostering a doggy, a 1-year-old doggy. Her name is Sasha, and she is a terrier Pomeranian mix of some variety. Her name is Sasha, and Gracie is definitely a fan of animals, but she's more of a cat person. She likes dogs, but she's more of a cat person. But her friend from Ukraine that is staying at her place for a little bit, it's a huge dog person, and they're currently waiting on her work permit to come through, so that she can start working here. So she has a lot of time just chilling. By the way, I cannot seem to scale this as much as I would like to, but she has a lot of time just chilling at Grace's place, and it's like, oh, I'd like to have something to do, and she loves dogs. So Grace was like, you know, let's try fostering a dog. Here in the Midwest, we've been having a lot of flooding over the past couple of weeks. We actually got even more rain today, and there were some animal shelters local to the area that have experienced some flooding, and they've been having some issues with their facilities and whatnot. So they've been asking people to see if they're like able to foster, you know, help care temporarily for some of these doggies that need ultimately forever homes, you know, ultimately adoptions, like full-on adoption. But yeah, for the time being, they're looking for people to foster, and Gracie was like, you know what, this is a good opportunity. She sent me some pictures earlier, and I'm going to be going over there either sometime tomorrow or Friday to go visit, which would be fun. There we go. Looks like this will work. There we go. Just trying to find that entry point with which we can use to begin to make our ascent. Because I've always maintained that Dexter, my little doggy, is a good boy, and that he's the star of the show. It's like, you know, my name is on the lease. I found the mountain. My name is on the lease for my condo, but really it's his place. And it's my stream. It's you know, Super Hobbit is on the name of the stream, but really he's the main guy. So I acknowledge that I'm always playing second fiddle to good doggies. And honestly, I'm here for it. Honestly, I welcome it. Now, this was kind of unexpected. Wasn't expecting to see what might be a fireplace? Are they bad guys? I was thinking it might be bad guys. But instead, I see no guys. I see nothing. At face when there's no guys. Lots of meats. Lots of meats. Why there's so many meats? A paintbrush. Was somebody making paintings up here? At the top of a mountain. Knoll Mountain. They had corn. They had venison. I probably don't have room for... Oh, wait, no, I do. I do have room for this because I recently sold a bunch of crap. So I will take all of your food. I will leave your paintbrush. But I will take literally all of your food. There's a story behind this, though. This seems unexpected. Maybe this is the true Frostcrag Spire. This is the real property we've inherited by a long-lost relative. Let's see, that's the official word on this quest. In fact, here, let me set... Here we go, yeah. Inherited a property called Frostcrag Spire from a long-lost relative. Seems legit, right? Seems legit. Make the way and inspect my new acquisition. Yeah, I'm sure it's definitely legit, and that there's no other bullshit, no other bullshittery to be found. And there it is, you can see in the distance. Wow. This is actually a lot easier to find than I thought it would be. Now, I don't know much about this. In fact, I know nothing about this, but from a distance, this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Dwemer ruins, the dwarven ruins you would see in Morrowind very frequently. The way it juts out of the mountainside, the piercing architecture, with some whirligigs and doodads that are kind of steampunky in nature, kind of, sort of. Frostcrag Spire, there it is. Yeah, I figured there would be maybe other distractions along the way, but this is pretty legit. Like I said previously, I also recognize, since this is DLC quest, this might be a bit much for our level 13. Level 13, is that something right? Our level 13 self. So if this butters my biscuits, we can always leave, but hoping this goes well. And that it is worth. Still within the Gerald Mountains. And yeah, no bad guys immediately in the vicinity, but I don't know, man. Just the name sounds so menacing. The name sounds so menacing, and like, it looks a little, you know, there's like spikies, there's like little claws on the outside, so. Oh, and also, pursuant to the discussion earlier about Grace and her Ukrainian friends' temporary dogging situation, is that this particular dog's name is Sasha, but Gracie was thinking they might end up changing the dog's name, because the name Sasha is a solid dog name, you know, it's all right, but the doggy is very young, so like if they wanted to rename her, now would be a good time to do so. And they had heard from the person that they got her from that she was found at a graveyard, so a graveyard doggo, which is interesting. So so it makes me wonder, yeah, if there's like some kind of cool spooky name they could give her. They were thinking maybe Raven, what they might go with, but you know, we'll kind of see on that. And my mom got a dog a year ago. And well, let me think about this. It would have been over a year ago, about a year and a half ago. And the day they adopted her was on Halloween, so they named her Pumpkin. So apparently, you know, we're all about like Halloween themed or Halloween timed dogs in this, you know, in our family. Curious but extraordinary tower. It is unique. We've yet to see anything like this before. I also just couldn't help but notice there's the bridge leading through kind of another path down at the base of the mountain. Yeah, this looks like some DLC shit right here. This looks like either some DLC shit or some or like user generated content, because it is so unique and so it like stands out. You can, if not for the fog, like the draw distance, you'd be able to see the spire very clearly from the city of Bruma. It's actually kind of wild to think that, like, we were just down that way. We rode all the way up to the top of this mountain. Also, we apparently got really fucking good at acrobatics. The dodge ability. Blocking while jumping makes you dodge in the direction of the... Oh. Do a tumbling roll and possibly avoid an attack. Alright, hold on. Let's... Can I test this theory? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh god, I have to be careful though, because like, you can tumble forward. You can't spam... Well, no, you can spam it. Whoa, that's cool. Do like a backflip. The camera gets kind of fucky. The camera gets very fucky. And we've yet to fight anybody that knows how to do this. It takes a lot of endurance or a lot of stamina. Here, I want to see how this looks, but... There we go. Yeah, it looks very weird when the camera gets like sad. Oh wait, can I not right click now? There, you can, it just doesn't show it as well. Well, it does. Huh, that's kind of weird. Yeah, it doesn't show the right click, the blocking animation very well in the like third person view. It's kind of cool though. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit better when you're not zoomed in all the way. It's cool. So I could just backflip off the mountain if I wanted to. I'm probably not going to. Probably. But anyway, I've dawdled enough. I've diddled and dawdled. Check out this cool place. We have the key. I wonder if this building is here regardless. I wonder if this building is here regardless. And when you buy the DLC or you acquire the DLC, it includes the key that lets you in. A dusty tome. This unusual structure held by a frosty crystallized hand. So there's memoirs, there's mysterious pedestals or platforms, and not much else going on here. It's all so mysterious. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the key, because the thing is, we got the key at the very beginning of the game when we were level 1, still in the basement of the Imperial jail. So, like in the sewers, that is. So it's not like we had to do anything to be considered worthy of acquiring this quest. We just kind of got it. And purchased everything I need to restore this place to its former glory. Erlen Way, I think I remember her. That name sounds awfully familiar. Imperial City, that's where we're going next anyway. Okay, so this is similar then to Battlehorn Castle. Just a little bit disappointing. I was hoping there'd be maybe a little bit more to this, but maybe there's still more than meets the eye. Maybe as we upgrade more about this cool place, maybe more things will become available. So the person that previously owned this place was an impetus wizard. Impetuous? Impetus. I think one being impotent means unable to bear children, so impetus wouldn't really make sense. Impetuous. So he was living at the Arcane Sanctuary, but he also wanted to design for his own cool place, practicing magic and peace, being away from prying eyes. Yes, the quintessential introvert wizard genius. Poems, dusty scrolls, went to the bookshops of the land, delved into ancient ruins. As I rested my weary body at a camp outside of Bruma, which we probably saw earlier, we stole their food, marveled in awe at the mystery of the Jura Mountains, became inspired. Sketched what I wanted using the paintbrush, probably, that we saw. Put down my quill, yeah, the one we saw, exactly. Frostcrag Spire was born. So that was him sketching it. Hey, what's up, Dave? Didn't remember this one too much. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. The problem is there's a lot of DLC in this game, so I think anybody could be forgiven for not remembering every little detail. I think for a lot of folks, when it comes to Oblivion DLC, the thing that comes to mind for most is probably the Dark Brotherhood and the Shivering Isles, whereas these kinds of one-off things were probably less of a big deal, obviously. But as age overwhelms me and the glow is dying from my eyes, wants to give the spire to me, presumably the player. Says he does not want his dream to crumble and ruin. Take care of your new home, and if need be, restore to its former glory. As the strength drains from my limbs. Didn't do any DLC. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, well, I mean, apparently there's some very good DLC. So apparently it comes highly recommended. Knights of the Night, right, yeah. Yeah, the Shivering Isles, yeah, and the castle one. I think that was Battlehorn Castle, which we retrieved the castle and we did implement some upgrades, but there's plenty we've yet to do. Well, at least maybe, unless I'm thinking of a different one, because yeah, the one we did, the castle was already built. We just we rescued it from the clutches of marauders and then upgraded it to like up the ante. Yeah, Frostcrag Spire, that's right, that's the one that we're doing right now. It says it contains inventions. Pride and Joy is the Atronach altar. 3 salts from each Atronach. You can summon an Atronach familiar to do your bidding. That's kind of cool. It'll obey your simple commands, defend you in times of need. Should you tire of it, simply speak of it and dismiss it. These fine creatures have protected me in my travels. Very nice. That sounds kind of dope, actually. I could see instances where that'd be helpful. Just have a Atronach buddy we could summon. spell making and enchanting altar, so that way we can get early access to spell making and enchanting, as opposed to having to go through the arcane university. We would need the mage tallow candles. I wonder what mage tallow candles are and where they could be found. And Lindirion, I believe that's the guy with whom we've been working with to find the Nirnroot. Nirnroot petals, Nirnroot roots. Speaks of the Frostcrag apparatus table. The discerning alchemist, i.e. us. Most difficult brews become easier to create, so probably just like really good alchemist tools. Reseeded my alchemy conservatory with the best ingredients. I like all this. I like all the things they're saying. Some nice ingredients in Cyrodiil, and even some from beyond her borders, probably referring to like extra planar creature ingredients. Portals to all the mages. That is very nice. Holy moly, that's useful. So yeah, so this has some very nice stuff. Very, very nice stuff. And of course, some of these functions are going to be locked behind getting the salts from the Aetronox, the Mage Tallow Candles. So, if you were to buy the DLC and go straight here, you wouldn't instantly get access to all these things. Still though, pretty damn sick actually. Yeah, in fact, the Mages Guild travel thing, that reminds me, of course, everyone take a drink, reminds me of in Morrowind, how you can use Mages Guilds to fast travel to the various Mages Guilds. So I like this kind of throwback to that. Granted, I guess it's not as useful, because once you've been to a town, you can instantly fast travel there super easy peasy. So this really isn't that necessary, especially to high-level players who've already played through the main game. But for us, like, this might include Mages Guilds we haven't been to yet, so that could actually save us some trouble if we ever wanted to. So anyway, we gotta hit up Erlen Way at the Imperial City. Wouldn't require compensation, of course. Take care of Frostcrag Spire. She was my home, and much of myself is infused with the stone and mortar. Very good. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take this with me. Partly because it does not appear to have a... Oh. Interesting. Oh my. So that was what we needed to do. Because yeah, the first thing that came to mind was thinking like, well, there's not a ton of space down here. Like, where are all these things gonna happen? So, it would be within here. So, it's the vault to... perhaps underneath the Frostcrag Spire. Living area. Okay. Yeah, so when these things kind of activated, they themselves don't appear to do anything for the time being. Yeah, this is the kind of thing, just as I'm seeing it, as I'm playing through it, this is the kind of thing that I would expect to see in a mod. Like, this is very elaborate, and these are the kinds of things that mod makers love to put in. Things that are like abodes for the player, that offer some nice conveniences, that aren't hopefully too terribly overpowered. Okay, the Mage Tallow Candles, right. Okay. And we don't have any salts of Aetronox for the time being, but we've encountered many. We ourselves have fought many Flame Aetronox. And we've like sold, we've traded many like Void Salts and Frost Salts, so we'll be able to find more. We'll be able to find enough for sure. I think they said they need 3 of each. Yeah, 3 salts each, not too bad. So we'll be able to get that. Sounds nice. And that, I think, is a reference to one of the constellations in Morrowind. Again, everyone take a drink. In Morrowind, when you get your starting... Well, I mean, in this game too. But, yeah, the starting signs It was like, what is it, the mage, I think, or the scholar, maybe, or the starting birth signs. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, let's check this out. I'm gonna check the living quarters first. Living area. So, main level, and then back to... Oh, maybe that's to the exterior. I'm actually kind of curious. Oh. The Mage's Guild teleports. Cool. It's out of curiosity. Yeah, if you just click it, so it just works. To quote Todd Howard, it just works. And unfortunately, I can't immediately travel back, but what I can do, probably, is right here. Oh wait, I can't think. I can't be inside. And here we're back at Skingrod. It's that simple. And it's just that simple. Yo, George! Thank you, buddy. Thank you, George. How you doing, bud? Playing some Oblivion. We actually are, we've only just discovered Frostcrag Spire. For anybody who's played the DLC for Oblivion, you might remember this cool structure. We just kind of started to explore it. We read through the book, got the instructions for it, and that's kind of what we're up to right now. But enough about me and my rude self. George, how are you doing, my man? Thank you for that raid, my dude. We're, like I said, I'm having a nice Wednesday, but I want to hear how your day is going, how your evening is going. George is, of course, a friend of the channel and a fellow variety streamer and a fellow gentleman. And actually, here, I don't have... I'm just gonna save the game really quick. I gotta save and exit because I don't have my cursor right now. I have it in game, but it will not relinquish it. So I actually can't get back to my Twitch window so that I can do this. And boom. Boop, 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 boop. Exclamation point. There we go. Do a quick shout out for our boy George. Our Oi George, rather. And thank you, Trev. Thank you, Taylor. And thank you, Quinn, for joining in as well. Yeah, George, I see you're doing some barnyard. I would like to hear more about this barnyard. It sounds fancy. I hope it was delightful. And Barnyard, the movie, the video game, the movie, the video game. So, okay, so it's based on a movie. I've never seen Barnyard. I know, yeah. Well, the problem is that sometimes it works. But it's like, it's a good 50% of the time. 50% of the time, it works every time. I'm gonna relaunch now and see if that does it. But yeah, it seems like without fail, if I launch the game before I start streaming, and then close it, and then launch it, and then close it, and then start the stream, and then launch the game, it will not let me keep my mouse cursor when I alt tab. But but like the second time after the stream starts, then it's good. So it's very, very wonky. But yeah, this Barnyard game I'm curious about. It is a fantastic game, says George. You can squirt milk at people. Well, you can squirt substances at people in real life, but you know, you want to establish that they're down for it first. So, but yes, that sounds fantastic. Mr. Miggy, my man, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, Mr. Miggy. George, yeah, Miggy's like, what the heck, George? You've morphed into Alex. Actually, me and George are the same person, Miggy. So I've got to meet Miggy in person. I got to hug this man IRL. You should all be jealous. But George, you probably haven't. I'm sorry, Miggy, you probably haven't met George. So, you know, I'm just saying you've never seen the two of us in the same place together. Now, you have seen his face if you've watched George's stream before. And you might say to yourself, well, Alex, you look pretty different. Yeah, that's what we lead you to believe, my friends. At the perfect time, that's right, that's right. I think you Chomp for joining in as well. That's right. But yeah, do you have any clips, by the way, George? For anybody who just joined, like I said, I appreciate you guys being here. But if you don't know about George, he's an excellent dude and a fellow variety streamer and a fellow goofball. And I say this lovingly, of course. George, if there were any clips you wanted to share from the stream that just ended, if there were any fun things you wanted to share or things you wanted to plug, now is the time, my man. If there was anything that you wanted to, that we could show on stream to show George's particular brand of tomfoolery. The game just crashed, by the way. Welcome to Oblivion, everyone. Welcome to Oblivion. We did it. We beat the game. The game has crashed. I've defeated the game. All right, so this is gonna be number 3 then. This will be the 3rd time I've launched the game in the past half an hour, so that's pretty cool. Now the good news is that the game is self-aware. So it's connected to Skynet. No, it's self-aware, so that means the game knows that it crashes often, hence why it autosaves so frequently. So I don't think we lost any progress. Like, I don't care. But thankfully, yeah, the game, I think the reason it autosaves so often is because it recognizes it's gonna shit the bed a couple times. Movie magic, baby, that's right. And he hugged George simultaneously. Yes. When you hug one of us, you hug all of us. It's like the collective George Alex combine. You hug, it's like, yeah, you hug one of us and like all of us feel it. Like I'll just sit up in the middle of the night and I'll be just like, I can feel it. I can feel the warmth, the warm embrace. Got a good clip? Yeah. We can post that shit, George. We'll all watch together. And it'll be a good time. Oh, and the cheer from Miggy. Dude, thank you, Miggy. That's very sweet, buddy. I appreciate you, bud. Let's take this robe partially. What's up, El Gaso? Good to see you, bud. I do what I want. That's right. That's right, bud. But yeah, George, what other kinds of stuff do you have planned for future streams? And also Miggy, for that matter. I know Miggy also streams. And because I'm in Miggy, I'm in yours, and I think Kate's Discord server. And I'll get the little notifications whenever streams go live. So if either of you have any streams coming up that you want to talk about, I'm happy to hear, so I can watch and then touch myself inappropriately. As you do. This comes off the top of your head. So yeah, you just kind of go by the passion of the games, the heart of the cards, the heart of the gamer, the gamer feels. Like I said, we're playing Oblivion. This is my first ever Oblivion playthrough, and we just became acquainted with Frostcrag Spire. This right here is the what do we call this? The living area. And I see there's a lot of different plants here, which is really cool. You can use these plants for alchemical creations, which is really nice. Might harvest a bunch of these in a bit. And then there's this very ominous, oh right, this stuff. Is this the one that hurts you? Let me like teabag on it to see if it hurts us. Oh, speaking of being hurt by things, you want to see my guy's face? Here's my guy's face. So his name is Sadge Maroon. You'll never guess why we named him Sadge Maroon. It has nothing to do with how purple and sad he is. Because that's the thing with Oblivion. When you make a character, you have to either make somebody who looks like somebody else. Maybe they look like a celebrity, or they look like you, or they look like your pet dog or something. I don't know. You make a character that looks like somebody else, or you make a character that looks like a fucking monster. And I chose the latter. We gave him a custom class, Bulbous Boy. And he's primarily a spellcaster. Primarily. He has some blade, some light armor in a pinch, but primarily spellcasting. Bulbous Boy was the name that we chose because we originally wanted to name his custom class Marriage Counselor, or like Wedding Singer, or Notary Public, something weird. We didn't have enough characters. Character limit was too aggressive, so we had to get creative. There's some lava. Can I just take a little nap in the lava? It seems like I cannot. PlayStation VR, excellent. Yeah. George said, "Oh shit, we can make this shit happen." Yeah, this is the Plum Man. Welcome everyone. The Plum Man stream. I'm gonna harvest a bunch of this stuff, and we're gonna see if we can make some weird potions with these things. We have a pretty high alchemy skill, so I believe we can do it. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do the alchemy stuff right now, but I'm just gonna grab the ingredients while I'm here. So I'm just gonna be mashing the E button for just a few minutes as I scoop up as many things as I can. But like I said, this is my first Oblivion playthrough. I've played a lot of Morrowind, and I jokingly will tell people that every time you hear me reference Morrowind, you take a drink. Take a drink of your chosen beverage, take a shot, what have you. Because I reference Morrowind frequently. It's one of my favorite games ever. But I never played this game, and I never played Skyrim either. So I'm trying to make up for lost time. I'm only 16 years late to the party when it comes to Oblivion. I'm only a little bit late. Fashionably late, maybe. But that is kind of the game plan. We're doing some some Oblivion. Although I also have ambitions to do more Morrowind as well. Because when I've streamed Morrowind in the past, I've done some heavily modded, almost roguelite or roguelike experiences through the game where we would one of my favorite things to do when I stream Morrowind is what I call Morrowind randomizer streams, where I have several mods that I have found online that other people made, and then there are 3 mods that I developed, that I have made using the Elder Scrolls construction set, where all these mods together, along with some just my own personal kind of rules that I'm using, I'm playing the game through as like a permadeath roguelite with a randomized win condition and a randomized character with randomized skills, with loot tables that are heavily randomized, and yeah, and a randomized starting place too. Starting place, class, all that jazz. It's all random, and there's other mods to speed up the leveling system, to make your movement speed a little bit faster, just because it's a slow game, literally. So anyway, that's kind of my Elder Scrolls ambitions. What's up, Arcdrag? Monster Factory. Yep, I believe that too. Good to see you, Arcdrag. Hope you do well, man. Hope you and the fam are doing well. What's up, Insig? Ever played Skyrim? Yeah, I've never played it. I've never played a second of Skyrim. I've watched people play it, but I've yet to experience it myself. So like, I don't know shit. How could you kill a god? Insig, there was one time when we were doing the Morrowind randomizer stuff, because like I said, part of Morrowind randomizer is that it will with the mods I've selected is that it gives you a randomized starting place. There's like 1,000 potential starting places they can throw. Oh, there was Nern Root, by the way. There's like 1,000 potential starting places they can throw at you for the starting spawn with Morrowind randomizer. You won't always start in Seyda-Neen. You might start in Red Mountain. You might start in Balmora. You might start in Vivec. You might start in Prison. So it's all completely random. And there's one, I think, at least one, maybe more, but there's one spawn point that is in the heart of Dagothar's chamber. So there's a clip. In fact, I might even see if I can dig it up at some point. But there's a clip where I'm like starting a new run. I'm like, all right, let's do this thing. I'm like talking with Chad. I'm not really paying attention. And then I look over and I see Dagothr is staring me right in the nutsack, and he's throwing his like fireball spells at me, and one hits me and I just instantly die. Like there's just no chance to react in time. So yeah, like as my character dies, you hear the Dagothr voice clip of him being like, how could you be so naive? And he's like, and there's the one point where he's like, it is not too late to accept my mercy. And by that point, my character is dead on the floor. And it's like, dude, I think it is too late to accept your mercy, home dog. I think that window of opportunity is closed. So that was one of the more noteworthy moments, one of the more noteworthy spawns with Morrowind randomizer. So needless to say, it's something I want to get back to at some point. And it was very unique and very enjoyable. But the thing is, I'm working on some updates to my mods. And these things take time, of course, because I'm limited to what free time I have off streams and when I'm not at work or helping out Gracie with stuff or you know, doing other responsibilities. Anyway, I think we've gotten all of the ingredients here. We have not much carrying capacity left, but we'll keep going for a bit. And yeah, we'll make some more potions in a bit. Some more potions. Back to the main level. And oh! So this brings us to the tippy top. So they were saying this is part of the living quarters. I'm just gonna assume that this is where he slept. This is the bedroom. He just slept in the open air. Oh wait, is it a window? I'm like scared that I'm gonna fall off. There we go. Yeah, it is open. I was like, it's not glass, is it? Yeah. So if this is the living quarters, or it's connected to the living area, then I'll just assume that this is where the wizard slept. Or maybe he slept inside this rotating whirligig. Hey, what's up, Woodthin? Yeah, that's right, Woodthin. Yeah, Woodthin. Yeah, we do the Frostcrag Spire. You already know what it is, baby. Although, clearly, we have our work cut out for us, because there's many upgrades we need to purchase. There's a certain kind of candle we need to acquire. I jump back up here. In order for us to use the altar of enchanting or spell making, it tells us we need a mage tallow candle, or a series of mage tallow candles. So I don't quite know what that entails. We need to find some salts from Atronox to be able to summon an Atronach homie. So we've got some stuff ahead of us. It's not just all free stuff. We have to like work for some of these cool things. But that being said, I'm curious what the Spire Vault will look like. Let's take a quick look and see what this is going to entail. What's up, Lexi? It's already peed off the edge. That's right, yeah, he peed into the spinning whirligig, and wherever it splashed was where he would adventure for the day. What's up, Wizard? Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Like, at first I was like, oh, it's just gonna look cool. Because, like, Battlehorn Castle is neat, and there's some things that are nice, but I can't really see myself ever coming back to it. Maybe it was if I was a fighter character that relied more on armor and weapons, that kind of thing, maybe. But as a spellcaster, yeah, Battlehorn Castle is just okay. This place, I think, is more our style. Since we are primarily a spellcaster, rather. Is there a DLC horse? Well, I don't know. I mean, there's the horse armor. I have a horse that we've acquired, but the horse we got is through the main quest. It's one of the Wind and Priory horses that is no longer claimed because the person that owned it is dead. So we just kind of inherited it. But yeah, there's the DLC horse armor, and you know what? I have not bought the armor yet. It's yet to happen. A Thieves DLC home, I have not. We have Battlehorn Castle, we have this home, and these are the only 2 DLC thingies that I've explored. So there's plenty I've yet to experience myself. Yeah, the other houses, right, yeah. Well, I'm guessing one of them involves the, what is it, the Gray Fox? Well, actually, no, maybe he's not DLC. Somebody told me he's part of the main game. But yeah, there's the Gray Fox questline, which we have not yet pursued, although we probably could fairly soon. Because we're going back to the Imperial City fairly soon. The Imperial City will be one of our next major destination. He's the main game? Yeah, that's surprising to me, because the way he's presented makes it seem like he's kind of an extra thing, but I'm always suspicious whenever the majority of NPCs in a town all have that one dialogue option, so that's why I was kind of a little bit uncertain. So yeah, so this is the vault. I don't know why it's called the vault. There's really not much down here. Yeah, Spire Vault. So there's nothing down here. Maybe this is just for us to use for personal storage, or maybe once we upgrade this place through the lady in the Imperial City, maybe this is where they'll put things. So for now it's empty, but maybe there's more where that came from. So Frostcrag Spire, gets 2 thumbs up for me. I think it's pretty cool, but there's lots more ahead of us. There's lots more to do here, so I'm pretty excited. So like I said, the next major destination really will be the Imperial City. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to walk. I'm probably going to tumble down the hill, but I'm going to walk towards the Imperial City. We could fast travel. I mean, there's nothing stopping us. We could just fast travel, but I like to explore. I like to find caverns and caves to poke through. I find that's one of the nicest things about this game, is that there's so many things to explore. So I'm going to kind of go as the crow flies, more or less south by southeast, or I'm sorry, southwest rather. So, yeah, so that's kind of what we have ahead of us. In fact, what I think I'm gonna go ahead and do, the main quest has us go to the Imperial City. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say the boarding house, the Imperial City. Yeah, I'm gonna have that be my targeted quest, so that'll put on the map for us. Boop, right there. So that's kind of what we'll do. So we'll kind of be following that cursor. We just leveled up our acrobatics. Actually, here we go. So since we just got acrobatics leveled up to, I think, 50, that means I can do this. Woo! Just backflip off some cliff faces. Here, I'll just backflip to our destination. That's our primary mode of transportation. Primary mode of of locomotion. Athletic skills have increased. Yeah, see, like this right here. This seems like a really good idea. I'm gonna save before I explode all of my kneecaps. Ha! Ha! Yeah, because it gets a little bit painful. But this is a great way to level our acrobatic skill even further. Well, I'm gonna heal up as much as I can. Alright, so maybe that's enough of that, because my magic is dwindling mostly rapidly, so I don't want to get too crazy. But it's a good way to level our acrobatics as well as our restoration, 2 very important skills for our dude, for our purple boy. Get some fat loot. Yeah, that's my expectation, is we'll get some more cool stuff. That's a good point, Love and Idea Wizard. I mean, we got a note purportedly from the man himself to meet him at a certain location under certain auspices, but we don't know. We don't know what it's going to entail, or at least I don't. Maybe you guys do, but since this is my first playthrough, I have no idea what to expect. So we're gonna YOLO it, as the kids say. Also on my map, you can see in the little bottom left center, around the southeast, there is a castle of some variety. So these are the opportunities that I try to look for, possibly for things to explorificate. Hoping it is the way to do it. That's kind of how I see it. I always feel that that's the way to do it when it comes to games like this. So let's close that. Yeah, so we'll kind of, I mean, we can even see with our own eyeballs the Imperial City from a distance, so we know exactly where we're going. But yeah, right there, we can see it just out of the corner. Still trying to heal up. Let me turn my audio up a little bit on my end. There we go. We have definitely not been here before. I need to remember there's also, yeah, this is Fort Harun. There's a place back this way. I think it was maybe Ninindava, or maybe it was Miranda. One of these two was locked when we tried to go there, and it was locked by the order of one of the previous emperors, one of the previous septums. I think that is a dryad, I think. But anyway, yeah, there was a place that was locked by order of one of the septums, like Tiber Septum. And I'm guessing there will come a time where we'll be able to open it ourselves, or maybe once we progress to the main quest. But I need to keep that in the back of my mind as a potential new place to explore. She summoned a motherfucking bear, and I'm guessing she's probably weak to fire. Hopefully she's weak to fire. There's fires that we have a lot of right now. Okay, those things all hurt. Good stun locks. Good job. Good job, fam. Oh, that killed her. High five. She was reaching out for a high five. Septim, D's nuts. Have Septim, but I hardly know him. Perfect. Oh, there was another one. Oh, motherfucking will-o-the-wisp. God damn it. You probably just sucked my juices. They just sucked my brain. Sucked the brain juices. And the bear is still here. That is not good, because we can't really fight a will-o-wisp very well right now. And also hardly fight this fucking bear. The thing about will-o-wisps is that if you have means to dispatch them from a distance, then you should. You can not fight them up close and personnel. God, I'm trying to... We learned they're weak to fire, but I don't have a lot of magicka right now, sadly. And the fact that they keep draining my shit means that my magicka abilities are going to become more of an issue. We do have our potions. Yeah, will-o-the-wisp is by far my least favorite thing to fight. Hey, what's up, more modes? Or just one modes, rather. So let's see, we have some magicka potions. Sorcery. Pew. Yeah, they're weaker to fire. But the problem is they're so hard to see. If he hightailed it back. Oh, there you are. There you are. Yeah, we got him. We got his ass. Those guys are... Yeah, I mean, we've fought a lot of scary things in this game so far, but those guys are by far my least favorite. Like, quite a lot. Our face? What do you mean? What do you mean, Woodithin? I think our face has never looked better, yeah. And actually, I don't know if you guys have seen what lays underneath the helmet. If I were to remove our protection, our head condom, you'll see that there's even more strangeness. And also the helmet kind of masks this fucking... Is this what the Krungus is? I think I feel like that's an outdated meme, but it masks the protrusion of his cranium. And also the glistening, slimy, maybe not slimy, but like greasy sheen of his hair. Now you know why he looks so sad. Like, now you know his full story. You'll note, of course, that this helmet does us very little good when it's broken, but that Fortify Magic is pretty good. His mother isn't in this game. Yeah, a face a mother would question. A mother would be uncertain of, yeah. Yeah. And I always tell people that when we made this character, my goals for his face and his head were to be as round, purple, and sad as possible. And I mean, round and purple for sure, and the sadness, I think we really tried to nail. And I think we did a pretty good job. So that's our intrepid hero and all of his glory. All of his glory and all of his holes. There's still battle music, and there was a motherfucking bear, but I don't think it was summoned then. Maybe it was a vanilla bear. An organic bear. Sure enough. Sure enough. Now, they might actually resist fire. He is a summoned bear. That probably means there's another dryad somewhere nearby then. Sure enough. Sure goddamn enough. Now, I'm a little bit worried because I think these ladies are kind of not nice with their melee attacks. I don't have a ton of health. I could always get more juice, more magic juice. She's looking not very happy at us, but that's good. We're stunning her, but she's gonna heal. Gosh damn it, lady. I wish I had a heal that juicy. This is the best heal that I have right now, and it's not a very good one. Better than nothing. The good news is that she probably is getting fairly low on magic since she's done some heals. Her melee is scary though. Yeah, I gotta drink another potion. When possible, I like to drink potions of Restore Magic. Because then I can... When I get the heals... It's like, and then it's like, it's at least counting towards restoration. All that jazz. For a while that we were stun locking her, but she is very much turned the tables upon us. I'm gonna drink a regular potion, I think. Do I have like a regular healing? I've got strong healing. Let's drink the last of that guy. These dryads are scary. Or maybe what I should be doing. The luck is being drained. I'm feeling less lucky by the minute. Oh, Jesus! Whew. Good thing. Good thing. I was like, we have just enough health. Or enough magicka, rather. Spriggans need to calm their titties down, goddamn. Scary shit, man. Scary shit. Oh, thank you, Modes. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate you, bud. And we're glad to have you here. And Oblivion is always such a good time, and it always brings lots of cool peeps. I always find that Elder Scrolls, especially like the old school Elder Scrollsian folks out there, they're a cool bunch. So it's like, in my experience, we tend to bring some nice folks here, and I'm very fortunate for that. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, come on, Alex. Oblivion isn't that old school. And then I tap the sign that says Oblivion released 16 years ago, if my math is correct. So, I mean, it's newer than Morrowind. Morrowind turned 20 last year? I think it was 2001, maybe it was 02. But yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, as we say. So they drained my luck, but it wasn't damaged. The only thing that was damaged was my brain. Just some mild brain damage. Alex can have a little brain damage as a treat. See, it's Fort Harun. The fact that there are bear spawning Spriggans and wisps of the willow that are on the premises makes me think the interior of that dungeon could be kind of scary, but fortune favors the bold. Playing some earlier, very nice modes, very nice. And Skyrim was like probably nostalgic for you then, because I think I was probably 12 or 13 when I first played Morrowind. So that was like a very formative gaming experience for me, and that was around the time when it came out. So like I played it when it was new. So, see, I definitely recognize the allure of an Elder Scrolls game when you're at that perfect age for it to really be impactful, or that perfect age range at least for it to be impactful. Bear pelt, which is not very valuable and quite heavy. I think I'm not gonna bother. Let's go into the interior and see what we have awaiting us. Like I said, this could be kind of scary, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good as one can. after fighting 2 Spriggans, a few bears, and a will-o-the-wisp. I'm gonna save. I think it will probably autosave when we enter, but we'll be extra careful. Play the earlier games, yeah. I mean, Oblivion's great, and I love Morrowind. You will frequently hear me speak well of Morrowind, but then I will also, in the same breath, acknowledge that it's not for everybody. So, I mean, I love it, but I also give the caveat that plenty of folks have, like, you know, they'll say something to the effect of, I respect it, and I see why people like it, it's just not for me. So I never hold it against them when people say that Morrowind isn't their favorite. Also, we one-shot a troll now. We one-shot a troll with this cool fire spell. Now, that being said, I think trolls are weak to fire. Much like in Dungeons and Dragons rules. I think either trolls or ogres. I think it's trolls in D&D are one of the few things that get past the trolls, damage resistance and also natural healing. In fact, in Dungeons and Dragons, certainly in 3rd edition, and maybe even in like Pathfinder and other editions, and a troll, if you defeat it in combat, but you don't burn its corpse, it will regenerate, and it will come back up and slap your face off. Going back to Skyrim. Wasn't old enough to buy the old ones originally, yeah. Well, the thing is that thankfully it's pretty easy to play or to access the older Bethesda games, the older Elder Scrolls games especially, because of course they're on Steam. I know they're also available on Bethesda's website. In fact, I know just a few weeks ago, I think maybe a month or 2 ago, Bethesda put all of the older Elder Scrolls games on Steam, including things like Daggerfall and Arena and Battle Spire and some of the other like more lesser known titles. And I think most of them are available for free, which is really nice. So yeah, some of them were a little bit harder to acquire back in the day, but nowadays it's never been easier. So it's like, if you wanted some real old school Elder Scrolls times, now is the time, my friends. Xbox 360, yeah, I guess on Xbox 360, you probably, I don't know if you would have had access to the Morrowind Xbox port, but yeah, at that point you would have only had Oblivion and Skyrim. Although they might have eventually ported Daggerfall, I can't remember. But yeah, if you were on console, then yeah, your options were limited. At least on PC, you got some options. Take a quick look. Hey, what's up, Dreadcell? It is on Game Pass, you're right. It is on Game Pass. I did see one of my mods, Zing, was talking on my Discord server earlier today. By the way, quick shout out to my Discord server. We'll do a quick little self-plug. My Discord server is free to join. It is not subscriber only or anything, so it's free to join. Link to it is in the chat right there. Oh, the game just fucking crashed. The dangers of alt tabbing in Oblivion, man, I'm telling you. Oh, we'll relaunch in a second. But yeah, our Discord server's in there. But anyway, Zing was saying how he was trying to, I think he was trying to mod Skyrim, because he was playing on Game Pass, and he said that the one real downside with playing Skyrim on Game Pass is that it's a little bit more locked down when it comes to modding. So, like, on the one hand, it's more easily affordable if you already have Game Pass. It's a great financial investment when access to a fuck ton of games relatively cheaply. But sadly, some of it is kind of locked down when it comes to modding opportunities, even if you're playing on PC. So that's one of the really only few downsides. Skyrim bows. Yeah, it seems like bows work pretty well in this game. I think somebody was telling me that if you want like an easy street playthrough of this game, of Oblivion, that yeah, you go for an archer build. And I tend to default towards, lately I default more towards spellcasters, so that's what we've done here. But yeah, I've heard that like a archer build is very good in this game, and also Skyrim. Maybe I shouldn't say easy, but like simple and reliable. Old reliable. What's up, D-Man? Skyrim vanilla. Or yeah, Skyrim vanilla. Yeah, I mean, that's probably how I will eventually play it when I play Skyrim, as I'll go very light on mods. I might do some unofficial patches to make the game run a little smoother. But beyond that, yeah, I probably wouldn't mod it myself for a first playthrough. But beyond that, beyond a first playthrough, mods are a great way to keep the game alive, you know? It's a great way to keep things feeling fresh and weird and unique, and with good sense of community for the mod developers. So, you know, I'm all about it. I love doing mods, or hearing about weird mods for games like that, even if it's a game I haven't played yet. Oops. I love hearing about that kind of shit, because I think it's really fun, and it's good inspiration. You're stringing a bow IRL. That's cool modes. That sounds real cool. Yeah, that's more like the hands-on crafty kind of stuff, which is incredible. I've heard that stringing a bow and that kind of stuff can be very involved, and there's a lot to the craft, but that's remarkable. Unofficial patch has unofficial patches. Wait. Has unofficial patches itself at this point. Oh, I see. Patches for the patch. Well, I'm not surprised, because Skyrim is a very popular game. There's a motherfucking bear, of course. It's a very popular game, and the community for it is always looking for like cool new ways to mix it up. Damn it, she healed. I couldn't out damage the heals. Oof. That full stun. That full stun was rough. I'm just gonna kind of kite for a bit, because yeah, if we can get more magicka back, I think this will solve itself. I just can't miss. Oof. Oh, I need to get past this bear who's stun locking the dick right out of my ass. There we go. I knew it was gonna take one more hit. One more legit hit. And that healing spell comes in clutch for the man. It's hard to out damage that shit. Stuff is hard. Unofficial patches. Right, yeah, I probably wouldn't go like true vanilla. I would probably do mostly vanilla with an asterisk. Create real professions. That sounds cool. Dreadcell, yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a really fun way to like add in some spice to the game. Because yeah, I mean, I'm personally always down to hear about cool mods. For me personally, it's a question of how familiar am I with the base game. Because yeah, if I'm doing a blind playthrough or a first playthrough, I would probably go pretty light on mods like I'm doing now. But yeah, if I were to ever do a second playthrough on stream on Oblivion, I would consider that courier mod, because it sounds kind of cool. So like stuff that adds new content, new classes, new quest lines, new enemies, new weapons, armor, horses. I'm down. I'll take it all. It sounds cool. The one downside with a lot of mods, of course, is that they need to be maintained by developers, ideally maintained by their original developer. I went through this recently where like I said, I've been playtesting my own mods that I've made. Oh, I see that will-o-wisp. I'm gonna wait for my magicka to get healed up. I might just do a quick rest. I can see him clear as day. Let's do a quick wait. There we go. But I've been working on my own mods for Morrowind that I'm using for the Morrowind randomizer streams that I'm kind of queuing up. And I think I'm just going to cast right there. And I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit this, but there was an instance. Oh, I can't actually see you. I'm just going to cast right down the middle. There we go. He's right in front of me. Perfect. Ooh, less perfect. I need more magic. Need more juice. A little bit more. Is he dead? Good enough. Anyway, it's a little bit embarrassing, but yeah, I was testing something with one of my mods, and I found a bug with one of my mods. And it was definitely with one of my mods. I couldn't blame it on anything else, because it very clearly stated my mod in the error message. It was a stack underflow, which told me there was some kind of index out of bounds. And I was like, man, what the hell? This is so weird. Because I playtested my mods for dozens of hours on stream, on and off stream, and I never encountered this before. And at first I was like, well, maybe because there was an update to the script extender and the code patch, so it's like maybe something that there's a function I'm relying on that works differently now. So I like spent a bunch of time over the past couple weeks trying to figure out what the underlying issue was, and I eventually found it. But the underlying issue was because of a typo in the script that I had made. So it's like this was a problem that really I should have found earlier, but because I think there were upgrades to the code patch and to the script extender, certain things weren't working as they should have been. And because of that, a bug that had been in my code, in my script code for several years now at that point, had been lurking in the shadows. So it's like, well, shit, I'm glad that nobody, I guess I'm the first one to find it because no one else had reported it to me. So it's like, I guess I'll take it, man. Yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. It's like, you know, I'm a software developer by trade, right? Like, I take pride in the code that I write. I thought for sure I'd had that shit locked down, but even still, there's still things that can come up. When it comes to stringing a bow, oh, sure, you need the right tensions. Yeah, you need the right materials, need the right amount of pressure. Because, yeah, you don't want the string to snap. You don't want the bow to snap. You want it to be able to withstand enough tension to fire a shot. And, you know, fire it legit. So, yeah, I would imagine it's incredibly involved. I look for those semicolons, Dread. Yeah, well, then the thing is, I'm spoiled because I work with C# and C++ through Visual Studio at work. So like I have an IDE, an integrated development environment, that tells me you're missing a semicolon, Alex, or you misspelled a function name, or you've misspelled a variable, what have you. Whereas in the script IDE, or not even an IDE, just in the script text box view that you have in the Elder Scrolls construction set, you are completely on your own. There is a recompile button, which will tell you if there's like any grievous errors. But yeah, it would recompile when I had this typo in there and never blinked, never blinked an eye at me. So it is not something you have to rely on. You have to rely on your own wits at that point, for better for worse. What's up, Osdol? Good to see you, friend. Thank you for joining in, and yes, for playing some Oblivion. You came to the right place, my friend. I'm happy to have you. And thank you all for joining in. Like I said, George came in hot with that raid earlier. It was very sweet. Miggy with that cheer and that resub. We got lots of cool folks here, so I appreciate you, friends. What I don't appreciate is this fucking thing. I don't appreciate these Williams of the Wisps. Oh, I missed. That's not good. Now, the thing is, they're very invisible. Yeah, I'm gonna draw my sword, but I'm not gonna be doing much in melee range. What I'll instead be doing is I'm just gonna be backpedaling to get more magic. So I might even do with this a couple times. There we go, yeah. Because these things, if you can out melee them, you can out damage them in melee, but you need a very good melee build. The tricky thing with those will-o'-the-wisps that I abhor so greatly is that when they hit you with a melee attack, they drain your magicka. They absorb, rather, your magicka and your health. And they use, of course, the absorbed health to heal themselves, and they use the absorbed magicka to be able to cast more spells to absorb more of your magicka and your health, which they use to further steal more of your magicka and health. It's a horrifying snowball effect that is very hard to out damage or to get past. So like my strat for the will-o'-the-wisps is to just backpedal and be a scared pansy and try to whittle them down overall, because they scare the tits right out of me, honestly. William of the Wisp person, that's correct. Thank you, 98 Wizard. And a hand up to 70. That's impressive. Yeah, I think I've only got like level 40 something for Blade, I think. Oh, yeah, where am I at right now? Blade's up to 52. So we were at Journeyman for Blade, which is pretty nice. Latimer's pretty good at 78. And Destruction, we're almost like God tier. Destruction's almost amazing for us, which is good. For a good while there, Destruction was not our highest skill. For a good while there, Alchemy of all things was our highest. We've only recently ascended past Alchemy. Alchemy is not even a major skill of ours. It's just a shitpost skill I've been using to make potions that I can then sell for money. Excuse me. So that's more for funsies as opposed to for, you know, legit use cases. Been playing Oblivion for about 2 years. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think I've put in like well, I'm gonna save real quick. The last couple times I've alt-tabbed, the game has crashed. But if I check Steam real quick, I can get you the exact numbers. So I'm up to 89 hours exactly for Oblivion, and 329 hours, 329.1 hours in Morrowind. Although the Morrowind hours are tricky because that's the amount of time I've played on the Steam version, whereas I have my original disc copy of Morrowind that I've held on to all these years. Well, the Eternal Flame, that sounds fun. And that I played for hundreds of hours prior, so it's hard to know my, like, true power level, so to speak. Oh, there was another... Oh, I think that's behind the door. Yeah, that door is locked. There was a locked gate, that is. The Spriggan. See if I can hear while she's standing still. She's doing that thing that some of the bad guys do in this game, where when they're far away, their running cycle is a little bit weird. Yeah, I see you, Bear. I think I'll take my luck with this lady. She's draining my health. Wait. No, she didn't just drain my health. She drained my luck and my health, it seemed, because I saw my health just dip very quickly. I see, definitely drained my luck, but she didn't drain my endurance or anything. Unless your luck is somehow tied to to your health in some way, which would be very surprising. A second bear and a second Spriggan. Ooh, that is not good. And it's not good for people whose names are Alex, which is me. I want to take out this first one, then I'm gonna run the fuck away. Like a pansy. Alright, we got that one. But run the fuck away so I can get some juice back. She might follow me. I know NPCs can follow you. I don't know about monsters. They do follow. Or at least the bear did. And the Spriggan is close behind. That's one hit. The good and bad thing is that the bear is much faster, which means it's easier to separate them, which is kind of nice. And of course, I have potions. So in fact, I'm gonna drink a. No, I'm gonna hold off for now. I'm gonna hold off. Going back. I'm going back. Damn it! I was hoping I could out damage her. That's wishful thinking. There's the drain. There's the drain. I gotta out damage or out heal it then. She's definitely draining our health. It's not just our luck. So the drain luck is a bit of a misnomer. Let's see. We just picked up a couple of like chill. Yeah, let's drink like just the light ones. Oh right, there's a fortify luck. Sure, I'll go ahead and drink that too. Actually, that might be nice. And then yeah, just a basic healing. Let's grab that real quick. I'm gonna alt tab real quick, see if this will not crash the game. Okay, good. I was scrolling around in game, but it was also scrolling the chat window awkwardly, which I was trying to get around if possible. I think I need one more cast of that fire spell. So I'm gonna kite this bear for a bit. This bear is way faster than I want him to be. Good lord, you're on my tail. She's done. Thank goodness. The nice thing about the not nice things about these Spriggans is that they don't drop anything interesting. Will-o-the-wisp drop those wispy orbs that are pretty valuable. You can sell. These trolls drop troll fat. It's heavy, but you can sell for quite a bit. Void salts and fire salts and frost salts from Aeternox. These Spriggans, which are in my mind equally challenging. Well, actually, they're way challenging than the Aeternox are. But they drop little taproot. It's like nothing. That's hardly anything. That looks like a very comfortable pose, by the way. Imagine like, what if she did this? What if her head just like reached up like that, and she started like a fucking hermit crab just started sprinting towards us in this stance. She was like, she just do one of these. Oh god, this looks so uncomfortable. Yeah. Final boss. Her eyes are glowing. Dark Souls music starts blaring in the background. Fuck that, man. I'd alt F4. I'm like, you know, I'm done. I'm done, fam. I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild Oblivion ride. Also, my torch burnt out. We have 73 left, though, so we're not exactly struggling. Oh, I have a spell for this. Boop. Shoutouts to the thunder outside, by the way. Hopefully it's not getting into the microphone through the noise gate that I have set up, but we got thunders. A lot of rain in the Midwest lately. We've had a lot of flooding over the last week or so. We had more rain today here in St. Louis, which is where I'm from. We didn't get a ton of rain where I live specifically, but there was definitely some areas that I think got up to like 5 inches. So it's a lot of flooding in the Midwest lately. It's been weird. Yeah, Mode says no thank you. Understandable. I was gonna say there's probably more baddies. Probably behind this door. There's some chests and some containers. Oh, okay, this is all the same place then. So let's see what our spoils are. Some more torches, thank goodness. I'm definitely running low on torches. I only have 75 now in my person. More magic potions, yes please. I've been relying on a steady diet, a steady IV drip. I'll restore magic potions. We'll save before I stick myself into here. Motion of the ocean. That's right, Ogasso. Hey man, 5 inches is the national average, alright? Of flooding, that is. Ahem, Alex says as he clears his throat awkwardly. So I try not to actually clear my throat anymore because that's not good vocal hygiene since I had larynx surgery recently. But yeah. Yeah, it's tricky because here in St. Louis we have a number of regions, like suburbs and whatnot, that flood pretty frequently. We just call them floodplains. So like Chesterfield is a good example. There's like a Chesterfield Valley that floods at the drop of a hat. I like this. Me saying the word flooding out loud has caused the Chesterfield Valley to start flooding. Like this conversation has made it flood. More fucking bears, by the way. God damn it. So like there are areas that are used to it, but what's weird is that yeah, a lot of areas that rarely flood were the ones who were getting it really bad. Last week and some this week as well. So that's like where it gets scary. You know, you're getting places that are very much not used to this kind of shit. So that's where the problems arise and where, you know, deaths happen. There have been people that have died. In fact, I heard it's been really bad in Kentucky, I think. I think Kentucky, like 40 or something people have died from the flooding. It's shit, that shit's scary, man. Like it's really causing problems. And of course the unfortunate truth is that, you know, not to get too preachy here, but the unfortunate truth is that this kind of thing is probably only going to become more commonplace. This is, I don't want to sound I don't want to doom too hard. I don't want to like, oh god, I'm dooming. I don't want to doom too hard, but like, you know, there's the unfortunate realization where it's like this is gonna happen more often than not, unfortunately, as the years go by at the rate things are going. Kentucky, yeah, Kentucky's getting it bad. So I mean, St. Louis, we've had some problems, and Kentucky's not too far from us. You know, they're a Midwestern state neighbor, but yeah, they got it bad. I haven't been to Kentucky in a long time, but there were many childhood trips. My grandparents lived in Southern Illinois, and when I say Southern Illinois, I mean like Carbondale, Illinois. Since I grew up in the St. Louis area, but on the Illinois side of the river, and the St. Louis metro area that's in Illinois is called Southern Illinois. So the joke is that anything south of Chicago is Southern Illinois. But anyway, so like, but my grandparents lived in Paducah, which is not terribly. I'm sorry, lived in Carbondale, which is really close to like Paducah, Kentucky. So I took many childhood trips there, which is always nice. Did I shut the door behind me? Sounds like something I wouldn't do, but I guess I did do. Where's the other Spriggan corpse so I can retrieve the root? Here's the one that does the fucking horror movie stance. Oh wait, this one's doing it too. Oh god, okay. We got multiple Spriggans doing the fucking. Hold on. Yeah, get the head. There we go. Yeah. That's the fucking Grudge. I don't know. It's actually from the Grudge, but similar stance. Like, I guess that was the other one then. Yeah, you've been to Carbondale. Yeah, I know, Gasso. You not only have you been to Carbondale, but you loved it. Gasso loved Carbondale because he went for a wedding, and he said the people were great, and the environments were varied, and definitely not flat and boring and Midwestern. He loved it. He loved it, and it made him renounce his joy of being from New Jersey. Elgasso said, I hereby renounce my New Jersey, my New Jerseyness, my New Jerseyan nationality, and I now identify as a Carbondalian through and through. They're brides. That's good. That's good. At least there was something positive that came from it, right, bud? That's right. That's right. We take those. Oh, what? That didn't kill? I was so confident I was gonna kill her ass. I think she might have given me the suck. Spicy suck. That's okay. We sucked her back. There's a joke to be made here, by the way. Every time we kill a Spriggan, they drop a taproot. So we're tapping that root or something. I don't know. It didn't. There's a a less than savory joke to be made. By the way, it is fucking pouring outside. I can hear it. It's probably not coming through from the microphone, but I can hear it. Because this is an outside wall. The wall that's like just a few, probably like 5 feet away from my microphone here. So I can hear it on the other side of the wall. It's pouring cats and dogs out there. And this is not much to be spoken of here. Let's get some more heals. Our luck is nearly retrieved, returned to us, to its rightful owner. Dressed in a polo shirt, uptied, yeah, that's right. And the New Jersey folks had a suit and got wasted. Hell yeah, dude. So that's an interesting juxtaposition of people wearing like more casual wear and being super uptight Midwesterners, and then East Coasters wearing full suits and getting fucking sloshed. That is very fun. Yeah, the Midwestern wedding, well, really, I've primarily been to Midwestern weddings in my life. Most of the weddings I've been to, yeah, there's kind of like a vibe, as the kids would call it. Oh god, this fucking troll. Troll is the least of my concerns. I mean, it's still a concern, but it's the least one. Yeah, the weddings that I go to, there's definitely a vibe of, you know, people drinking and having a nice time, but yeah, not like really getting drunk or getting wasted out. Most would see that as uncouth behavior here. So yeah, there would definitely be an uptightness to that. For better or for worse, it's kind of like a Midwestern thing where there's like kind of a politeness expectation of how one carries themselves, and it's usually not like too, in my experience at least, it's usually not too what's the word, like suffocating necessarily, but there are times where like there are times where you become acutely aware of it. You become acutely aware of like kind of Midwestern expectations on how certain kinds of events are expected to go, and when it deviates too much from the norm, people get kind of weird, people feel uncomfortable. I've mentioned before that Gracie is helping out one of her friends who's actually from Ukraine. She's living with her for a little bit, and I'm helping out too, you know, like I was actually just there last night helping out. We watched some movies afterwards, which is fun. And since she had been to the United States before, but not for many years, and this is her first time being in the Midwest for an extended period. And yeah, she's already like, you know, and she's very what's the word? Yeah, I guess, is candid the word? Yeah, very candid about observations and things that she thinks are odd and interesting based on her cultural experiences in Europe versus living here. And yeah, she's like identified some Midwesternisms that it's like, yep, that's definitely a thing we do, for better or for worse. We got to hang out with my mom a couple days ago, and as we were all like given our sayonaras, our see you laters, my mom could be accused, and you know I love my mother. She's great. She pops into my streams sometimes. She's great, or into the chat rather. And one thing that she and I'm guilty of to an extent, but she's especially guilty of, is what we call the Midwestern goodbye. Here's how you do it Midwestern. You goodbye. You like kind of go around the room. You make the rounds. Be like, all right, yo, I'm heading out, buddy. I'm heading out. See you later. Take care. You know, call me later. We'll get lunch. See you later. All right, cool. Thanks, bud. Oh, and by the way, yeah, let me know about the thing. Tell me about the thing. All right, I'll see you later. Oh, by the way, how's your sister doing? Is she doing good? She good? How's her kids? You're good? All right, cool. All right, I'll see you later. Oh, hey, by the way, I gotta use the restroom. All right, cool. All right, I'll see you guys later. And then you're there for like 30 minutes saying goodbye. So that's the Midwestern goodbye. Sometimes saying goodbye is longer than like the social interaction itself. And it's ridiculous, and it's silly. And we are all guilty of it to some degree here. So yeah, Dreadcell knows. If you're from the Midwest or if you've been here, then you fucking know, baby. You do it in Texas too. Maybe it's a southern thing. Maybe it's not specifically Midwest. Maybe it's like a southern thing too. Of course, I guess like northern Texas is kind of next to some Midwestern areas too. So the lines are not clearly drawn necessarily. But yeah, my mom pops into the chat sometimes. I don't know if she's listening in right now, but she pops in sometimes. she's a pretty cool lady, in my slightly biased opinion. She's going through a couple of health things. She's got a surgery coming up on the 19th, I want to say, that she's a little bit nervous about, but she's got a good vibe for it, good feel for it, and I think really she's just looking forward to getting it done, just so it's done and over with. But you know, been talking with my mom a lot lately. She's a cool lady. I'm trying to you know, help her feel good, help her feel all right about the upcoming medical stuff. Medical stuff's never fun as you get older, just how it goes. By the way, I'm looking on the map here. There's like a weird part where it's not getting filled in, but I guess it's okay. The Irish goodbye. I was thinking the same thing, Ogasso. I was thinking the Irish goodbye and the Midwestern goodbye are polar opposites. Opposite ends of the continuum. Yeah. Yeah, if you text somebody goodbye, it's because you're already at home chilling in your underwear. And that's the thing. I would be... There have been times in my life where I've been guilty of the Midwestern goodbye, and there's also been times in my life where I have been guilty of the Irish goodbye, so I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm a lifelong fence sitter, and this situation is no different. Do a quick save, by the way. It's so weird how these regional social quirks manifest in strange ways, isn't it? Like I said, it's not specifically regionally drawn because, yeah, like I said, I've done the Irish goodbye and I've never been to Ireland. Although my brother is in Ireland right now. Him and his wife and his kids moved to Ireland last year. They're from Illinois, obviously, but they moved to Ireland. And that's where they are right now. Like, and they're living there and they love it. Like, they post photos from time to time. It looks beautiful out there. So now, because my oldest brother, who's technically a half-brother, actually, but my oldest brother, well, I don't want to reveal too much about myself. I'll just say this much. All of my siblings are half-siblings. Don't tell anybody I said that, alright? Keep that between you and me. And whoever else is in the chat. Oh, I missed. Fucking hell. There we go. But anyway, by virtue of him living there, that means by osmosis, I am like 4% Irish, I think. I think that's how it works. That's how the math checks out. I know what's gonna be. Oh, motherfucking bear, of course. That means the Spriggan is not too far behind. And she shut the goddamn door on me, no wonder. Ooh. She's give me the suck. And I can't suck her back. Because I'm out of juice. I'm out of suck juice. Alright, one more hit. And another hit. And kill your brother. Or bury your brother. That's the Alice in Chains lyric. This might be a questionable move. I don't know what else is in here. Probably some scary shit. This almost makes me miss dealing with undead. Shit, I thought that was gonna kill her. Because last couple dungeons has been very undead-centric. First one in a while that's other monsters. My favorite still is like bandit caves, where it's NPCs. Monsters are sometimes pains in the ass. Catholic weddings, that kind of thing. Irish and Italian. That makes perfect sense. Well, and that's like... Of course, I've never lived in the Northeast, but my understanding is that, yeah, there's a very good representation of Irish American and Italian American folks just in the Northeast in general, especially with, yeah, lots of Catholic upbringings. That makes perfect sense. So yeah, I would imagine there's probably a lot of that. Exactly as you describe it, Ogasso. And I went to high school in a very Catholic, very, very white place, like very monochrome is what I would call it. Very monochrome and very like, very Catholic, very monochrome, very German. And as a Protestant somebody who was raised in a Protestant household who was not from the area, I never really got along with like the place where I went to high school. I don't really have a lot of nice things to say about it. Mostly unkind things, but definitely, but yeah, the fact that it was like mostly like German Catholics was like an interesting thing to observe, kind of from the outside looking in. You get a lot different kinds of vibes compared to my Methodist upbringing. Although to be honest, most of my I mean, oh my god, a motherfucking Minotaur. I haven't seen one of those yet. That's a little scary. When I say Methodist upbringing, it wasn't like that religious. We'd go to church sometimes. That's the wrong fucking spell. God damn it. Our first Minotaur. That's a little scary. And of course, I'm missing all the shots that I am taking. That's pretty cool. Good. Very good. Good trick, Alex. For my next trick, I'm going to miss all the shots that I do take. Wayne Gretzky, go fuck yourself. Alright, please land a shot. Okay, well, you've got a lot of health. You're a fucking big boy. Alright, melee attack. Hiya! Ouch! Now, he actually takes quite a bit of damage from fire, but I'm gonna run the fuck away. I'm not above running away like a shitty little pansy. I bet one more of those and we're good. These guys are spicy. He's got the wiggles. He does have the wiggles. He's also got the wants to murder my face. I could use that for potions, actually. It's very heavy. So I don't know if I would ever want to carry it around for a super long time. Minotaurs, Will-o-the-Wisps, Spriggans. Goddamn, we're getting into the fucky levels of bad guys. And we don't... I mean, we have some very good spells. This fire spell has been kind of carrying us. But we're still lacking a lot of magicka for it, so... I feel like we're kind of lagging behind in our ability to fight some of these things. Just raises the challenge level, though. And hopefully we'll start finding more spells, higher level spells, at in other towns, other mages guilds. That'd be really nice, because once we find other element versions of this particular fire spell, this one right here, that we'll be able to have we'll have a little bit more versatility at our hands. My light just flickered? No, I don't think so. I was wondering if my lights just flickered. Also, yeah, general standard warning, if the stream goes out suddenly, it's probably because there was a power outage, which could happen. It's not like it's raining very heavily and it is storming. It's not like a crazy big storm, but like the rain is intense. So it might be enough to knock shit out for a bit. I remember when it rained a bunch last week, I was on a work call. I was working from home and I was on a conference call for work, and my power flickered just long enough for my laptop, my work laptop, to lose connection. The call kept going, so I was okay. Like, I was able to, like, you know, still talk to people, but like I was sharing my screen and my screen just went blank. So it's like, yeah, I'll narrate what I'm trying to say, guys, but a little bit limited here. By the way, I got some cool new blades. Chain match gun strike, nice. Shield of storms, cool. Shock shield, yeah, take that shit. Some real good stuff here. So yeah, some really nice stuff. In fact, that shield in particular, that's like the nicer version of the shield we've been using. Oh god, my armor's fucked. Big surprise there. We've been using a mithril shield. Defense of 8, weight of 4. We just got just that, but better. So I'll apply that, but better. Just free shock shield, baby. And isn't that interesting? It definitely gave us the glowy feel, like the glowy vibes, even though we don't have it equipped, which is kind of busted, actually. I don't think it should be giving us, because we're using a two-handed weapon. We have the shield equipped, but we're not wielding it right now. So I feel like it shouldn't be giving us that buff when we're not actively, like, able to use the shield. Now, granted, I'll still selfishly use it. I'm not above accepting charity from a game that wants to give me a free bonus like that, so it's not gonna stop me. But I am acutely aware of it. I am acute. I'm cute. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it, right? Oh, I lied. It's not it. I was thinking that Minotaur was gonna be the final boss. Well, I mean, there's this motherfucker, but trolls are nothing. Nothing to worry about. Sick backflip, bro. 'Cause, 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 Because one of these doors is going to lead us back to the original area, and this is it. We flip the switchy, and then we Gucci. So that was quite the dungeon. We did get some legit cool things, and we fought some legit difficult bad guys. So we had to twerk for our goods. We probably killed like what do you think? 8 Spriggans? 8 Spriggans. I want to say 2 Williams of the Wisps. And a motherfucking Minotaur. Which is pretty spicy shit. Have to put my torch away. Gotta get my stuff repaired at some point. My armor is still okay. 25 armor is not bad, but could be better. Anything else? I think we explored this fort exterior pretty well. It's a pretty cool little place. There's another cave opening somewhere south. Like I've mentioned before that, and once again, everyone take a drink. I'm about to mention Morrowind. In Morrowind, when you take fall damage, it's like a sickening crunch, like a fleshy, meaty, gutsy, squelching noise. So it's like you feel it in your spleen when you take fall damage in Morrowind. Like you feel it physically as the player. But in this game, you take fall damage and the guy's like, ooh, ooh, ee. Like it's just a little bump, a little love bump. Like in Morrowind, it's so much more visceral. Beast's Maw. Oh, that sounds so pleasant. Oh, something nearby. Are you the beast? Here's what I'm fun to do. I'm gonna take this troll fat. I'm over encumbered. I'm gonna make some fucking weird potions. Some scrungy ass potions. Hope you're ready. We're healed up. Now is the time, baby. I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory. Now is the time. And we're gonna start with the heavier things. Actually, or the more numerous things. So yeah, I've got a lot of these things. Tobacco. Damage Magicka. Tobacco is in this game. That's wild. You know, I think I might have seen tobacco previously. Restore fatigue, resist paralysis, damage Magicka. Huh. I mean, alright, sure. Damage Magicka, damage Magicka. What else we got? Corn. Restore intelligence. You know, that's legitimately useful to me right now. Because my brain has been damaged. I have received honest to goodness brain damage from those goddamn Spriggans who kept sucking my brain liquids out of my body. So restore intelligence is no memes quite useful right now. Not fortify. Restore intelligence. Bam. That do it? We Gucci? We did it. Cool. So that's actually kind of nice. So look at that. Alchemy actually coming in clutch. Who would have thunk it? So that's one thing. Damage Magicka. Damage endurance. Yeah, a bunch of the damaging kinds of things. Make a bunch of those. If honest to goodness ambrosia in this game that just restores health, that's kind of cool. I'll make a restore health potion. Boop. Dragon's tongue will restore health. Although, what else can that do? What else can that tongue do? Fire shield, resist fire. Like a fire shield restore health would be, or like a fire shield resist fire would be really dope, actually. Like maybe I should like look at it this way, as opposed to just clicking things. Is there anything that does fire shield and resist fire? Here's resist fire. We get a fire shield. Reflect damage. That's kind of nice. Fire damage. Oh, fire damage. I guess that'd be good for poisons. It still wild to me that if you eat an onion, it will damage your health, but it'll restore your fatigue, allow you to breathe underwater temporarily, and allow you to feel life around you. And you know, I've never just bit into an onion like an apple before, But if I were to bite into an onion, I mean, yeah, it would definitely damage my health. I guess it would make me feel like my senses would be so heightened. I would probably be able to sense things around me because my eyes would be fucking blinded, so I would only be able to use my other senses to sense life around me. The water breathing, maybe it's because you can't breathe anyway when you're getting suffocated by onion smell. So maybe that's why. Fire shield. There we go. Fire shield resists fire. See, look at this. Now we can make, like, actually kind of interesting potions. Because this is kind of interesting. You get double fire resistance. That's legit pretty sick, actually. Do we get one more fire or what is it? One more resist fire thing. We out here making legit useful potions that are not just shitpost. Who would have thunk it? Fire damage, that's almost fire resistance. Resist poison. I can restore luck and fire shield. Might not have any more resist fire, sadly. Like damage. Damage health and restore fatigue. Full onions. Oh my god. That's impressive, Dreadcell. I respect your brother biting into entire ass onions and being darned the consequences. I respect what he was going for. We'll go and make this potion. Fire shield, health, and fatigue. That sounds nice. Yeah, just fire shield on its own. Damage health. And now we're just kind of clicking around, seeing what's good. But that might be the extent of the cool things we can make. Oh yeah, what was it? The Minotaur horn? Oh, that's right. It's doing the thing where you have to remove it first. Pumpkin. Damage personality and restore fatigue. Restore health. Restore health, damage health. Now, it restores more than it damages, so... yeah, I guess that's good. That's the restore fatigue, right. There's something we can do here. Restore fatigue. Yeah, a lot of restore fatigue and damage health. That is exciting. Let's do one of those. Let's keep plowing away here. I like these milk thistles. Milking the thistles. Get some light potions. Oh, these I think I want to sell. I'm not going to use those. Weatherwort sprig. And taproot to make resist poison. Sure. It's legit useful. Mandrake root. You got it. Elf cup cap. It's called an elf cup because that's what they place over their genitals before they play a game of elf soccer or elf football. To protect that's what that cup is for. Got lily nectar. We've got this kind of cap. Yes cap. No cap. Damage willpower. Sure. Blood grass. Hell yeah. Metal. Burden. That's good poison, I guess, but... burden and resist paralysis on... oof, that's a little sus. Got lots of burden. Fortify health, resist paralysis, or... ooh, chameleon would be sick. Dude, give me chameleon if we got it. There we go, venison. Yeah, give me that chameleon, baby. Oh, that's legit useful. Makes me so happy. Yeah, Nern Rouge actually can't be used to make potions, which is good. I don't want to use that. That's for another quest. Actually, here, let's use that, the meats. Muttons. What can mutton do? Mutton, these nuts. I guess dispel or fortify health would be kind of nice. Probably more well, let's be honest. I don't know if I'm actually going to use anything the button can do. So I'll just make shit. Yeah, damage magicka. This is more just to burn through things, honestly. Maybe that's what I should do. I should look for, like, things that are desirable and seek those out. Fortify intelligence, restore intelligence. Maybe I should have more restore intelligence potions for when we fight more Spriggans in our future. Now, shield is good. Do I have more shield? We do. We have 1 shield. Wonderful. Key core. Restore magicka. You know, yeah. Kinda based. Restore magicka is all that does. That's good enough for me. Something else I can do. It's this guy. Restore magicka. Perfect. Yeah, we've been using lots of magickas. That's good. Damage health. Perfect. Damage magicka. You got it. Yeah, now I'm just I'm less interested in going super ham. Resist paralysis? Sure, but the Minotaur horn. Damage magicka. You got it. Wormwood. Probably damage health and burden if I had to guess. What can this do? Invisibility. You know, invisibility would be nice. Twould be nice. Twould. Million. Yeah, we got that venison. No more invisibility, sadly. Excuse me. Lots of damage health. Damage willpower, sure. Troll fat, yes. In fact, I should burn through that too, actually. Nightshade. Still wild to me that strawberries damage health. That's so weird. I mean, raw venison, sure, but I mean, I eat strawberries all the time, man, and I feel perfectly good. Detect life and restore fatigue. Very good. And look at that. We're all caught up, I think. Oh, we're not caught up. But that's probably the end of the line for now. Lady Mantle's leaves. Restore health. You got it. Okay, well now we are truly done. Out of curiosity... Oh, it's just light. No, thank you. Alright, good little potion break. And it freed up lots of space, so there it is. Got a lot of weird potions now, which is good. This place called the Beast's Maw. Oh, Jesus. Let's grab it, carve the fat from his bones so he can tumble down the hill. Can I encourage him to fall down more? Look at that leg bending backwards, man. Ugh. Gruesome. Well, anyway, we've heard this place is really great. The Beast's Maw, with a name that happy and positive. I'm sure we have nothing to worry about. It's definitely nothing gonna be weird or fucky about this place. There's still enemies nearby, apparently. I wanted to rest, or wait, rather, so I could get my magic back. What beasts? What manner of beasts are nearby? Some deer, but they're not... I wouldn't exactly qualify a deer as a beast. Probably another troll somewhere. Ooh. Okay, well, whatever it is gone now, so... Wait for 1 hour. It's 1 a.m. In the rain. Into the gaping maw. I'm inserting myself into its mouth. This is a little bit concerning, right? It's cobwebs. I don't know if we've seen that before. Well, let's bust out our fire spells if there's questionable nesting and webs around. That's a little scary. I think of like if it's called something scary, but it's actually something chill. Like it's a bed and breakfast called the Beast's Maw. The owners don't really know how to market themselves. They gave it a terrifying name, thinking it would be unique and draw people in, but just scared people off instead. Or maybe we're getting vored right now, actively vored by a monster where like we entered into its literal mouth. So the maw is to be taken literally. It's a Spriggan right there. Be taken literally as a thing that's about to digest us. The bear somehow has not noticed us, which is very good news. Your name is Alex. If your name is Alex Q Super Hobbit. So I'm not gonna let you give me the suck. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. What a difference that is fighting from a distance and not letting the bears close the gap. We get some mushrooms along the way. I don't want to go too crazy with the mushrooms. They're so plentiful in these dungeons, these caves. It's a bit too much at times, so I don't need to grab all of them. For obvious silhouette of a man or a humanoid creature. Kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see movement sometimes if you're lucky. Ooh. Take the rice and more rice and more rice. All right. A well-balanced diet of 7 servings of rice and nothing else. Very healthy. Nothing else around here. Excuse me. The Spriggan. Too bad. Just gonna summon a bear. You know, what if I preemptively retreat back, though? If I'm lucky. Never mind. We're not as lucky this time, but that's okay. It's an open enough area we can kind of kite around. Damn, still couldn't out damage her. Seems like when that heal goes off, it's pretty instantaneous. The animation takes a second, but pretty fast. Now... Oh, is that a mud crab? It's a mud crab, indeed. I remember the good old days when we... Oh, we had 2 gold on him. I remember the good old days when we fought mud crabs, took a couple of hits. They were... They're unique, but... not really noteworthy in a lot of ways. It was the most exciting thing we fought for a while. I fought mud crabs tougher than you. Oh, here we go. The Maw Caverns. Beast's Maw's Caverns. I mean, this looks pretty cavernous already, but I guess they're even more caverny caverns. Glass arrows. That's right, we're getting more glass equipment now and our loot tables. It's pretty cool, bro. So we came from there, I think. Yes, but this is new. So I always like to explore all corners of like an instanced area, which is to say all doors that don't lead to like a new named location. So since this is an opening, or not this, but over here is an opening that leads to maybe more areas to explore. I'm going to explore this before we go into the caverns specifically. I'm looking for chests. Anything cool? Speak of. There's more mushrooms. Grab a few of them. I find nothing of use. There are things nearby. What kind of things? Oh, just a rat. And I'll go ahead and extract the meats. And that loops around, okay. Alright. This is all that remains. Another darn dirty rat. Leads to the caverns. Alright, well, we have caverns or caverns. I will save. I don't know what awaits. Hopefully adventure awaits. Huzzah. I see one. Spriggan. Sprigante. The bear was getting stuck on lots of things. And she never healed. That is very good for us. And it's very good for us, because usually they like to do that heal. I guess we had like a good pattern. I think she sees us, but she hasn't done shit about it. We were in a good pattern where she tried to attack, and like that animation lasted long enough we were able to kind of capitalize on it. Went for my health to get up to full. Are you gonna fall down, lady? Oh, that'd be really cool if she fell down. You know what? Hoping this can draw her down. She made the bear happen. Oh, so close. She almost fell down. I would have been so excited. Because then, the theory at least is that she would have been easier to deal with. She probably would have been able to come back around eventually, but... wishful thinking. One more hit and she's out. Actually, yeah, I can just melee. Why not think of that sooner? Yeah, if she's low enough, I could just melee attack that shit. So... the rats do see us. Probably a path that leads back around. Here, we'll feed the Spriggans to them. Here you go. We want some... here's some plant meat. I don't think it's gonna appease them. Here, let's do another one. Another one. Have fun. Well, there's probably a path that leads down. So let's explore a little bit, but we could always just go around. Or check out the other entrance too. Your poison. Warhammer. It's heavy, and it's not invaluable. It's not valuable. Invaluable and valuable have the same meaning, by the way. It's ridiculous. But, oh, here you are. It's not valuable, but it's not really worth, I don't think. So I'm not gonna bother. So where did you come from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? I was thinking it would have come from another entrance, but I don't actually see one up here. Gonna say this might be enough to... whoa! Okay. Yeah, just one-shot most things. So somehow a rat did find a way up there. There's another mud crab. Boop. Of course, I made this pile of corpses happen. It was all me. Oh, I didn't mean to pick up the bones. I wanted to look at the skeleton corpse. I didn't want to pick up the individual bones. Not particularly useful. Because there might be bone meal and then there are hills, but yeah, no such luck. I feel like how the crab meat is already organized into neat little cubes. How convenient. Oh, they went around. No, they didn't. Never mind. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what they did. They went around. That's how the rats got to me then. They went all the way around then. It's dedication, man. Things had it out for me. 'Cause yeah, there was no way to get there from that same instance. They had to walk all the way to this other side just to get my ass. Wasn't there a rat that knocked me down earlier? Like, cause I remember turning around and getting got, then falling down. Okay, well, never mind. This cave was kind of disappointing. With such an ominous name, I was thinking that'd be some real spooky shit. The scariest thing were the Spriggans, but they were in a much more open area, so fighting them was much easier. So this place wasn't too bad. And I was all nervous. The most interesting thing was that hammer. So, and it's all right, but We have found much better and much more valuable things without being nearly as heavy. Let's see, how did we get here? Was it this way? Yes, yes it is. Thankfully, the rain is calming down. It's not nearly as aggressive. I can hear the thunder, I can hear the rain, but it's quieting down after being very excited earlier. Alright. More towards the Imperial City we go. There's apparently another cave entrance further west. I'm a little bit tempted by it. In fact, I guess we need to go west anyway. So, I might take a little bit of a detour. See if anything catches my eye this way, but if not, I won't overstay my welcome. Keep my eyes on the prize as far as our primary destination, but there's easy to find other things, and I'm down also to take the torch out. Or put it away, rather. Frostfire Glade. Sounds cool. Sounds real cool. Frost and Fire. There is a level in Banjo-Tooie, sequel to Banjo-Kazooie. And the name escapes me, but the theme is like it's a fire level and an ice level, like mixed into themselves. Like a fire level and an ice level that are like, it occupies the same real estate. So it's verifying extremes. They said there were bad guys, but I see no bad guys, just fall damage. Fall damage is all I see. Yeah, there's no bad guys. What manner of beasts? I see none. Well, really, I just want to rest so I can get my magic back. But the more I jump around, the more I take fall damage. There's a deer. Enemies are nearby, man. It's all chill here, bro. There's no bad guys. Okay, whatever. 1 hour of wait. It's now 9 a.m., which means we were adventuring for 8 in-game hours. In dank, musty-ass caverns. So with that, grab our torch. One of only 75 to pick from. Oh, that's the wrong spell. That little face he made. Like he was happy to see me. And there's like an actual honest to goodness bear, not a summoned bullshit bear. This is a real gamer, real shit bear. Real shit bear. The best kind of shit bear. The one that is real. Fire did quite a bit of damage to him. But, once again, he is a motherfucking bear, so... no guarantee he's gonna give too many shits about it. I missed one of my shots. There was undoubtedly more where that came from. Another little ratto. Boop. Just a little boop. Little love tap. I remember somebody telling me that the way the bodies ragdoll out when you kill them is that there is some kind of multiplier that, based on the amount of damage you've dealt past their health bar, so like a rat has, I don't know, 10 HP or something like that. If we do 10 damage, the rat will just gotta go like, bleh. They'll just kind of wilt and fall over. But if you do 20 damage, they might go, whoa, they might like fly back a little bit. If you do 30 damage, they'll fly out further, that kind of thing. But it seems like there's a maximum amount. There's like a maximum threshold, after which point you won't see any difference. Because if I hit him with the lightning bolts and kill them, they fly back a bit. And if I hit him with a thing that does like 40 more damage with his fire spell, they fly back about the same amount. I wonder if there's a mod that uncaps that scale, which is to say, if you kill a rat with a spell that does 1,000 damage, they're just gonna go, they'll just be fucking launched for miles. Because I would like a mod that does that like an uncapped ragdollification damage multiplier, or not damage multiplier, but damage scaling calculation for ultimate ragdoll bullshit. Bear's gonna... I go right through him, dude. Are you not what you say you are? My sneak skill is increased. Are you not a bear? Oh, well, that's gonna miss. A motherfucking wolf. Timber wolf. I'm gonna rest so I get that magic back real quick, like. Might take a second to get room. There it is. It's safely far away. It's not to even rest, just to wait for an hour. I don't want to just be standing around. You know, I just went right through him though. Ooh, I wasn't expecting a fucking vault door. There we go, right square in the booty hole. Oh, another miss. Would say a rare miss, but that would be a lie. Well, it's just like Meatloaf once saying that he would do a lot of things for love. Oh, I'm sorry, no, I'm getting my Meatloaf references mixed up. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's basically what I was going for. But I don't think he was referring to fireballs hitting bears. So anyway. Huh, well, I mean, yeah. This place is just a cave and has nothing to speak of when it comes to things that are frosty or fiery. So I guess this is the legit shit then. Let's save. I don't even know if I can enter. It looks very elaborate. Cannot be open. It's probably for a quest. Well, we'll put a pin on this for now. We might have to come back later. Hopefully we can come back later. Yeah, and hopefully there's some other way to get all up in there, because I'm very curious. It's a second dungeon, in recent memory at least, that we found where for whatever reason we cannot enter like the main portion. So we had one, I mentioned this earlier. There's one we happened upon around here. Is it this one, maybe? I can't remember. No, it wasn't that one. I want to say it was one of these two. It was sealed by order of Imperial Tiber, I think. Or Uriel Tiber. So it was sealed. Maybe it was part of the main quest. I don't know. Then there was another one that we did around here, I think. Where somebody was telling me if we... I can't remember which one it was, but there's one of these ruins where if you do it too early, if you do it before the main quest, like a certain point in the main quest, you can soft lock the game, which you don't want. Like somebody warned us ahead of time, like, no, don't go in there. If you go in there, it could fuck up the game for you. We don't want to do. So there's, I think, 3 dungeons then that we're waiting on. But but again, I can't remember which ones they were. So we'll have to poke around a little bit. This one hopefully is such a unique name. We'll be able to find it again, I'm sure. So, that being said, Imperial City. Huzzah! Ouch. Okay, now we're seeing more bears in the wild, dude. It's gonna light your booty up. Yeah, in Morrowind, you didn't get bears until the Blood Moon expansion. This game, they just throw them right at you. Bear launchers. It's apparently a statue that we're getting close to. It's a statue I don't think I've been to before. Ha. Yes, I think that's what that little icon means on the compass. It's a spire in the distance. What's up, Farsight? A Sonic ad? Oh, that's cool. Like creamy shits. And then I said huzzah. Sonic creamy shits followed by huzzah. So to be clear, when you say Sonic, do you mean Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic the fast food franchise? Because my brain goes to Sonic the Hedgehog, but I was like, wait a second, creamy shits. And I was like, oh, there's like the desserts at Sonic the food place. Yeah, the fast food place. Yes. Well, I mean, there's a portion of the internet. There are probably small, dank, moldy corners of the internet where Sonic taking creamy shits would actually be very welcome. There's a fetish site for everybody, but yes, we're talking about, yeah, the fast food place. Whoa! A little bit of fall damage as a treat. Spellcaster or melee? Very much primarily spellcaster. I guess I can show you what my main skills are. So, those are minor skills. So major skills, we went very heavily into spellcasting, specifically destruction, obviously. But still some skills with blade and light armor. I think as a dark elf, we get some benefits to blade and other things. I can't remember what light armor started as, but yeah, we definitely primarily went for spellcasting, and the melee stuff is more of a as needed, more of a like, you know, when you're out of magic, when bad guys are getting close, and you don't have much option. So what's going on here? Hello, fellow Dunmer friend.
Approach the shrine of Mephala.
The web spinner. Well, that sounds terrifying. We did see some of those caves with little webs on them.
You better have the right offering or you're wasting your time here.
What is the what? I don't even know whomst Mephala is.
Mephala tugs the strings of mortals for her pleasure. Are you sure you desire audience with the web spinner?
I desire an audience.
Leave Mephala an offering of nightshade at the shrine between midnight and dawn, and the web spinner may grant you an audience.
I had nightshade earlier. I think I used it to make potions.
Go carefully. What do you want? You better have the right offering or you...
Okay, we've heard about the offering thing. I wonder if I do or do not want to get mixed up in this whole Mephala business. I mean, they're not openly attacking me on sight. In Morrowind, everyone take a drink. In Morrowind, some Daedra worshippers would just attack you on sight.
We don't want more worshippers. We just want to be left alone.
Oh, really? You're not trying to recruit more peeps? It's your cool club? Can I just do the thing where, like, I take someone else's nightshade, and then I walk away, then I put it down and act as if it was my own? So I don't think I have any right now. Like I used to make a bunch of dumb potions. Nothing, yeah. We'll keep an eye out for some nightshade, though. They look like they're placing things. They're not placing nothing. Bunch of cheapos. Level 15 to... Oh, I can't even begin it if I wanted to. Okay, well... That's kind of lame that it's, like, level locked. But I mean, you know, what are you gonna do, right? Again, I was raised as a... devoted follower to the Morrowind... school of thought that said, like, hey man, we'll let you do whatever. If you want to get your dick kicked inwards by a quest you have no business taking on, then you can do it, but good luck. Good fucking luck, fam. But we have it though. We have it on our questy. On our map, specifically, Mephala's Shrine. So in our adventure, we'll keep an eye out for some nightshade of the purple and vibrant variety. It's a part of the Imperial City. It's awfully high, but we're getting pretty close. More bears! Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Can he even reach me? It's a pretty steep cliff. He might be able to do just that. You're getting awfully close, homie. That was actually kind of satisfying watching him tumble. The opposite of the Kate Bush song. Tumbling down that hill. Whoa! Speaking of which. It's apparently a cavern not too far back. And also, some kind of chalice icon. What could that possibly mean? Moss Rock Cavern. Moss Rock Cavern. Hell yeah. Sounds like a concert venue. And a little... Actually, I'm going to check this out first. See if this is... at all relevant. Roxy Inn. Yeah, so Roxy Inn would have the Rock Moss Cavern. The inn is like for the concert guests to stay in, and the cavern is the concert venue. And Roxy is like the punk rock chick that runs the whole show. We've already got the whole lore established. Bay Horse. Well, it's broad daylight. Someone might be home.
Well met.
There's many people.
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly
The
prevalent
Imperial City
in
is
the Somerset.
located
Can
on
I
a
help
large
you?
island.
Oh my god, everyone's just talking at me simultaneously.
How about mixing up some potions?
Take care.
You look
I
like quite
suppose
the
I have a
alchemist.
moment. Bye.
Why are we all just yelling? Oh god. Well, not yelling, but very much loudly
Greetings.
proclaiming.
Yes. What's the latest?
Oh, I thought I was the only cool guy with a glass claymore
They
out
say
here, man.
syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of imperial goods in the land
Fireballs
of the
at you?
So I've heard.
Lots of people with mithril.
Goodbye.
Glass and mithril.
Take
And
care.
orc armor, I think. That's what's going on
Hello?
here.
Take care. Oh, hello.
It's a weekend cover band. Oh, they play on the weekend called the Septums. Yeah, I'd be down.
Have you heard any word about
Hey,
the other?
good. I don't know how to make this request any simpler, but to put it bluntly, Raylan the Greyfinder must die.
It's a cool fucking title. The Grave Finder. Raylan, wait a second. We have a regular who pops in from time to time called Raylan. Their screen name is spelled differently, but pronounced the same way. Next time I see Raylan in the chat, I'll be like, "Yo, don't play Oblivion. They got it out for you, homie."
Still no news out of Elswell since everybody vanished. Strange business. A small settlement to the west of here, on the other side of the Silver Road to Bruma. We've had travelers through recently that say it's turned into a ghost town. Everyone vanished without a trace.
So, I don't have a soundboard set up. I do have chat enabled sound effects, but if I had a soundboard connected in such a way that like the sounds didn't go to clips and VODs. Well, hold on. For this joke to work, you actually can't see. Move this. I see now that you cannot see. Here, I'll just... It's too long. Okay. And move this here, I suppose. Cool, good enough. Don't crash. Okay, didn't crash. But anyway, if I did, I would, upon seeing the name of this place, I would say, well, I'm sure they're fine at this place because, well, you know what they say, all's well that ends well. Then I would hit the button and it would do the Seinfeld boom, 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 as the studio audience is clapping. So, anyway.
A few months ago, that witch of a necromancer decided to inhabit Moss Rock
Oh, we
Cavern
were just looking at that
north
place.
of my inn. I don't know what she does in there. Frankly, I don't want to know. However, I do know that after she arrived, the woods at night became unsafe. I've seen undead of all types walking in the dark woods near the cave entrance. Now this area is getting a bad reputation, and my business has waned.
Wonder if necromancers
Every day, it
summon
seems
undead
the
or something,
number
maybe.
of undead increase. If someone can get into the cave and kill Raylan, maybe we can stem the tide. Her death pays a handsome bounty. I hope you'll take advantage of the opportunity.
This lady gave us not one, but 2 side quests to capitalize upon. What a cool lady. But then we have like 900 people in this tiny-ass cavern, or tiny-ass tavern. She's saying her business is suffering, but I see like 900 people in here, and they're presumably, you know, drinking her ale and staying in her beds.
What do you want? It's still pretty wild east of the Nibbin. Few people, except for bandits. But at least it hasn't been picked clean by treasure hunters.
Wonder what the Nibbin is.
Good
Heard
day.
any news from the other provinces?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods in the land of the Altmer.
Look at this guy.
It
He's just
seems
staring at
Somerset
us.
Isle has become a much
Staring
more
past the guy he's
dangerous
talking to.
place.
He's just mean-mugging us.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello.
There's a charge in the air. Been casting some destruction spell?
They can smell it on us.
Go ahead, please.
Brustus. Brucitus.
The
He's the
Heartlands and
Brustiest of
Nibonian Valley
Bruces.
are the agricultural breadbaskets of Cyrodiil.
Alright, good rumor. Thanks, fam. How about you, lady?
What can I do for you?
So he's got a glass claymore. She's got like a glass longsword at the hilt on her belt.
Take care.
Alongside her orc gear. Orcish gear.
What do you want?
Cloud.
There are islands in Nibbon Bay no one has visited in 100
Excuse me.
years. No telling what you'll find.
Lots of discussion of this Nibbin area.
Take
Nibbian.
Yes. What do you need?
Plain ass soldier.
Truth is,
Yeah, wait. Yeah.
move
Soldiers always sound so intense. Truth is, we don't know who killed the Emperor.
on. What can I do for you?
I like your hair.
I don't know much about him either. Just
Yeah,
that
the
he
anvil
appeared
prophet
in
guy. That's right. Yep.
Mud crabs. What's the point? Annoying
What's the
buggers,
point?
though the meat isn't bad.
That's the point. Get the meats. The meat cubes.
Goodbye.
What can I do for you? You can find cairn bullet growing in caves.
Mushrooms.
They're said to mark the place someone has died.
Hmm. And I've ground up many of those mushrooms for the potions we've made, which means we're drinking dead people juices each time.
How are you?
How aren't I? Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
I could use
Greetings,
some good
Imperial.
news right about now.
If you've got to try.
Oh my. This thing's been smacked open. This been fucking crushed. What the hell happened?
We've had sightings, you see.
It's a little worrisome.
Go on.
No, it occurs to me, I just touched that thing. I picked it up and moved it. Did that give me a bounty? Because sometimes just moving something like that makes them mad at you. Right now we're good.
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial goods.
Nobody made...
in the
Oh, it's
land
an
of the
axe. Okay. Nobody made any mention of the fucking cultists, the worshippers. So I guess they're not a problem, but this necromancer person is. And conveniently enough, cavern is practically in their backyard, so it couldn't be more convenient. But I'm curious about this other place. Alicewell was the name of the place. It was somewhere like they said on the other side of Bruma, I think. It's like a ghost town. Applematch. Frostcrag Spire. I mean, I guess it might not be on our map. I guess if nothing else, we could probably... we have a quest entry for it. North of the Imperial City. Okay. This is Bruma. Is it further north? Well, Oh, right here, right here. Okay, that's actually kind of on the road, actually, so... We'll check that out, too, then. Yeah, it's kind of all on the way of where we're going. Now, I wonder if she's going to attack us on sight, or if the Necromancer Lady will be reasonable. And we'll be able to reach an understanding, a diplomatic understanding. There are enemies nearby, though. It's hard to use diplomacy on skeletons and zombies. So we'll see. It also occurs to me that if we would have gone here first, there's a chance that we would have killed the lady before we would have even known about her. So we would have killed the lady, we would have gone to the inn at the base of the hill, and the woman would have been like, I need you to kill this necromancer lady. And then she'd be like, wait, you already done it? Hell yeah. And she'd say, wow, you're so cool. Thanks for killing scary necromancer lady. It's precisely how the conversation would go. Just a big old blunt object to the face. Yes, blunt force trauma is a form of diplomacy now. Caving in someone's skull will get a message across. Oh, that might be her. Here, let's, like I said, let's not assume violence. Let's assume diplomacy is an option. Although the fact that they're letting me loot everything, it's not considered stolen. That tells me that it's still Spicy Town. Because if it was an owned place, like a legit owned place where criminal acts would be persecuted, then yeah, they wouldn't be allowing us to just loot things openly. Or, I mean, they would allow it, but it would be considered stolen goods. Whereas this is very much not. It's a lawless land. So there's that area at the bottom. We saw a person. And then there's also this. It's locked, and it's locked hard. I am very blunt-faced. Accurate. Accurate. Very blunt-faced. Actually, well, I mean, really, you could make the argument that I'm actually very pointed-faced with my prominent chin and my pointed nose. So you could argue there's some piercing damage in there, too. So we have, our face has multiple facets of damage-dealing possibilities. Right, let's see what's gonna go down here. Lady, are we chill? We chill, fam? No, we are not chill. Now, she is not a named necromancer, though. Not a named NPC. She's just called Necromancer. So we're definitely not chill, but I don't know if she's the one we're looking for, though. Damn it. Damn it. Keep missing my shit. I think she just sucked my juices. How dare you give me the suck? However, this lad has persisted. I'm gonna turn him for a second. Yeah, I'm not convinced that he is summoned. He might have been just like a naturally occurring lad. Vest of Warding, that's cool, actually. That's actually pretty darn good. And I might hang on to it in times like this. Actually, I might just switch to it now. Except we have all these like restore, fortify things on us right now. It's my reason being that our armor is busted, so it doesn't offer any benefit. Whereas if we were to switch off with the Vest of Warding, we would at least get some shield, which would give us some defense. So, in fact, it's quite a lot of defense. It's way more than we have right now. The problem, though, is we kind of need the fortify strength and endurance, though. We don't need it, but it is pretty dang nice. So the zombie's running away for now. Here's a bunch of... Oh, there he is. Some sarcophagi, it seems. Yeah, I think... Would they resist fire? I don't think that they would. They resist cold. I think zombies would resist fire, though. Take that because we could make some more potions with it. Bloop. So there was that one door that was locked. Seen this one necromancer so far, one summoned zombie, and one vanilla zombie. Vanilla occurring zombie. So still more questions await. Await answers. I sense a soul in search of answers. See lots of coffins. Which sometimes means vampires, but not always. Sometimes vampy boys. Ooh, lots of ghosty boys, that's for sure. That's an ancient ghost, not a vanilla ghost. Oh, yeah, that's fine, I guess. I was worried for a second he was a summoned boy. But he is not. So he's pretty injured. I can't remember if these guys get healing over time. Like natural healing over time. Attack is no... Oh, it's not a magic weapon. Oh, right. For these guys... I've got these two swords. Go with the frost damage one. He resists the frost damage, but he doesn't resist the other damage. That is the wrong spell. Or wrong button, rather. They resist frost. Oh wow. Can't resist Deed's nuts. Interesting. So interesting that in this game, this either means glass is lower on the tier list than silver, or it means that bad guys don't operate by those rules anymore. That undead, for undead especially, it's not a matter of like weapon grades to get past damage resistance. It's just a matter of it needs to be magic. The weapon grade question is no longer in the included in the formula in the calculations. Magic or bust. Grab some more of these mushrooms. Yeah, I see a bunch of coffins that have definitely been opened. Something just see us? Feel like the music just changed. Music is really quiet. I can't actually hear anything. Okay, no, it's fine. It just feel like it just changed very suddenly, and I was like, oh god, what's going on? Yeah, it's an Elder Scrolls game, and the music changes instantly, and it's always because it's changed to a battle track. So, gird thy loins. This time, my loins remain ungirded. Also, all the coffins are empty, completely empty. No gear, no loots, no nothing. Another person. So I was jumping around a whole bunch. Now is this person a nice person who wants to talk to us, or are they a scary necromancer who wants to take a dump directly into our bowl of cereal? There's a statue, I think. Some kind of worshiper. Oh, I think that's an adept. Okay, well, you definitely saw us, obviously. He's got skeletons. Very good. More skeleton. Okay, so I think they've both seen me. Yeah, Skeletal Guardian. Whoa, he's got a cool spell. Oh, I just one-shot his ass. Hell yeah. I actually one-shot that motherfucker with that spell. That was actually sick. Single casting just fucked him up completely. He just healed up, and I just missed. These guys are squishy bastards. Yeah, these guys are real fucking squishy, which is kind of nice for a change. After fighting all these hearty spriggans and bears, things that can take punches to the dick, these guys, it's like we do one of these, and they go. East Burden Tome, very good. No named necromancers. I don't know if I should recognize this statue. I don't think it's... What's the big one? Azura? I don't think it's Azura. Yeah, there is a shrine to Azura in this game. It's weird because there's a pretty big shrine to Azura in Morrowind as well. Yeah, we killed the Adept in one hit. That was actually kind of cool. Oh, they're praising the sun, by the way. Staff of Severing. It's okay, I guess. It's alright. Glass Mace is pretty cool. They never got to wield it. Kill their ass before they could do shit with it. $10 for 285. I'm not convinced it's worth it. Look forward to the day when we get better healing spells, because right now we just have the one that we're spamming. Headless Zombie. They were performing some experimentations on these motherfuckers. Hence the shears and the calipers. Zombie. Book of Data. Ooh, some Nightshade. There we go, baby. There we go. Nothing interesting in the Book of Data. Just some light reading inside of the... Well, they got some Ogre's Teeth. Some bedside Ogre's Teeth. Some light reading for your... spiderweb or cobweb covered cavern bed. As you do. Let's put this. I'm gonna drop something real quick. Got this temporarily. Boop. There might be more cool things to find. Necromancer's chest. Now, when I steal this, will it summon something to fuck me up? Because that sometimes is how it would go in Morrowind. You would take something from a shrine, and you would get punished. Like a Dromora Lord would summon behind you and be unhappy. Oh, look at that. Okay, so whomsoever this lady is, they are not nice because they got a fucking demon at their ankles. Let's do some light potion making. I can use the Nightshade. We need that for a quest. Side quest. Well, we can't do it yet, but eventually. Silence and damage fatigue. Perfect. That's what I've always wanted. And then, and just more silence. It's good for pissing off spellcasters. Ask me how I know. Taproot. Shock shield. That's actually kind of nice. Fortify Magicka. Sure. Why not? Bone meal. Crab meat. Damage fatigue. You got it. You got it, fam. What else we got? I'm gonna milk the thistle. No, I will not. I will not milk the thistles. No milking on stream. That's for later. That's for the OnlyFans. Oh, wow. Shock damage. Resist paralysis. Damage intelligence. I mean, the shock damage kind of makes that less good. But it is an interesting potion. It's not a good potion, but it's an interesting potion, so I'll fucking do it, darling. It's not very good, but it's unique. So we'll sell it, obviously. I guess that's it. The glow dust we're gonna sell. Everything else is Gucci. We got this. We got the key. Of course, we didn't need the key. We could have just gone right in with our superior unlocking skill abilities, but we might as well do it legit. I was gonna explore the whole dungeon anyway, so we'll save ourselves some trouble. That is the wrong spell. That's the spell. That's the good shit. Was it that way? I can't remember. It was this way. I'm gonna save. Apparently I'm also gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Woo. Apologies if I sneeze directly into the microphone. I try to sneeze away, but sometimes my nose gets excited, and I have to explosively expel things from it. It's a very good time. does. Autosave. Let's crack it open. Necromancer's Moss Rock Key. Alright, well, yeah, no opportunity for friendship. Only violence. Ah, she daftly dodged. In a deltal fashion. Now, why is this zombie struggling so much? I'm glad that he is. But it's weird that he is. It's like the AI can't figure out that the door is open. One shot. That's so fucking good. I love that. That was not the lady though. That was just a person. It wasn't the person. Give them poisons. Give them potions. Give me the corrode armor, the wound health. Now this silver-haired character. She sees me. It's a she. Oh, and she's mad. She's also strong, but she's also fucking dead. That was her. No diplomacy, all violence. Is she a vampire? No, she's just old. She was like tanky too. She took several hits like a champ. Ice storm. It's just okay. It's really just okay. Nothing that exciting. I do like that we're able to kill the adepts in a single shot. That's so fucking good. In a way, the adepts are less of an issue than the regular necromancers because they're tankier. The regular lads and ladies. They have like less scary spells, but we don't really care because we as a spellcaster ourselves, I feel like their spells are rarely an issue. And soul gem, nice. Some gold, nice. Yep, they were definitely pulling some shit. And the Gravedigger title was quite appropriate, I would say. Some spooky shit. And this whole scene with bone tendrils reaching up like little fingers out of the floor is pretty fucking cool. I guess they were fighting mud crabs too. The natural nemesis to necromancers everywhere. Because mud crabs don't have bones, they have exoskeletons. You can't use an exoskeleton for ritualistic bone sacrifices. Believe me, I've tried. After many failed attempts, exoskeletons just don't got the same juice. I'll off to the chest. 4 acts of shocking. Nice, I guess. Greater life detection, cool. The Lunan Lorcan. Oh, Lorcan. There was the Heart of Lorcan in Morrowind. That was the heart of a Kulakan that you had to strike with Sunder. Once with Sunder and thrice with Keening. To take out Earth's constructed god in Morrowind. So when I see the word Lorcan, I go, ooh. Think back to how it could possibly be related. Add this to our list. Boop. This to our list. Boop. And then let's raise our alteration. So I'm curious. I'm gonna do a quick like speed read. And what I thought to myself is I'm gonna see how many pages there are, and without exaggeration, the first word that my eyeballs parsed as I went to click this button, the first word my brain parsed was impregnate. That was the first thing I saw. As my eyes gravitated towards the next button, then I looked up a bit, and I see the word impregnate. So I know it's a good book, featuring vast amounts of impregnation. Our favorite Lorcan story. Yeah, maybe Lorcan is like... Maybe it's not just referring to the heart. Maybe there's more to it. Lorcan's flesh deity. It was a planet. Oh, like an extraplanar thing. Interesting. No, Nirn. Isn't Nirn like the planet that we're on right now? Like there's a name for the planet that takes place, that all the Elder Scrolls games take place upon. Anyway, that was the only impregnation. Sorry to say, there's not much impregnation happening otherwise. There's anime, but anime and impregnation, that's a pretty good book, I would say. Usually for a book like this, you have to find it at a bookstore, but it's shrink wrapped in plastic. So, good stuff. More importantly, it raised our alteration, which is nice. So once again, I'm a little bit nervous. Is this gonna summon something foul? No, it does not. Nothing foul was summoned. I just see this happy lad, which we cannot pick up. It's not like a thing you can acquire. It's just there. Or can I take this cool altar with us, or the cool bone claws with us? So, that's the extent of this place. But yeah, got the side quest all knocked out. Nice and easy. We'll retrieve our reward, although our reward... I mean, I would say it was just, you know, the money and stuff we found in this cool place. One thing I might do real quick is... hit up that bed, so I can get a quick, cheeky level. Where is it? It was... next room over, I think. So I'm acutely aware as we are leveling, we are making monsters around us and bandits around us scarier. But I might as well. Much more, it's nicer things available to us this time around. Oh, not speed, not agility. Especially since it's a +3. I think that's why I've been leveling speed, is because we frequently get +3s for speed. And that's pretty nice because it's a governing attribute for light armor, but other things too. Other things that are nice, but the light armor thing is probably the most interesting. There we go. Level 14. We're well into our teenage years, teenage levels. We'll go for an hour-ish, so we're right at the 3-hour mark. We'll go for 1 more hour. Turn this quest and then see. We'll probably get to the Imperial City tonight, actually. We've done a lot of caverns and dungeons and stuff, so I'm actually pretty proud of us. We've done a lot of shit. Midas. Like sometimes I get so wrapped up in the larger dungeons and larger caverns and such. It takes me a long time, like the better part of a stream doing the delvings just in just a few places. Whereas this time around, I feel like we've done quite a lot. Or bite-sized accomplishments, but accomplishments no less. It's thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Much like IRL, having some storms happening in game. Life imitates art. Oh, they have a bedroll outside. Oh, but I can't sleep in it. That'd be a crime. That's an illegal bedroll.
Well met.
Good evening.
Yeah?
You look
Heard
like the
any
right
news?
one.
Literally everyone's still here.
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
But she's not here. 2:43
Seeing you.
a.m.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more
So it might not be within
place.
business hours.
Bye. Greetings. Good to see you.
I do like how the NPCs are so plentiful and so
Those
densely
famous
packed.
for good
They're just like
deeds.
locked in on conversations with each other forever. They're gonna stay up until fucking 4 a.m. just talking at each other. They can't catch a break from other NPC conversations.
What do you want? Bye.
Good to see you.
Yeah?
What do you want?
And nobody has anything else to talk about, which
Yeah?
is a little bit strange.
Be seeing you.
Like no one else has anything
Okay.
else to offer. One guy talks about the prophet.
You too.
Everything else is quiet.
I assume you've dealt with Raylan appropriately.
We murdered the shit out of her.
I realize it's in poor taste to celebrate anyone's demise, but Raylan was
I would have
evil
welcomed the
through
opportunity
and
for
through.
diplomacy, but there was
You've
no
done
option.
The right thing. I believe we had a contract. Here's my part.
Some gold. Cool.
Still no news out of Elswell since everybody vanished. Strange business.
Strange business indeed. Right, thanks, lady. Thanks for your business.
Saving my...
There's a guard who just turned a blind eye to our extrajudicial dealing of murdering a necromancer and, well, not like in, you know, in broad daylight exactly, but definitely murdered the shit out of her. So, all as well is on our way. It's en route to our destination, so I guess we might as well hit that up. By this point, I probably would have just, well, what I probably would have done, knowing me, is I would have gone to, like, Fort Empire or something like that. Like, basically to go around, or I would have just jumped across the water and swam across. But yeah, past a certain point, I would have just fast traveled. But knowing about this other side quest now, I'm inspired. And a bonus ruin. Oh no, it's not a ruin. It's just a this is a shrine. Oh, but there are ruins. Okay. An Iliad well, from which we draw power. Ooh, big jump. It's because of the shape. Yep. So there's them ruins and them Dar Hills. I did not time that spellcasting very well. We have not done an Iliad ruin all day. I would say let's fucking do that shit. Sterson. Or Serkin. I heard a swing. The telltale swing. With our cool dwarven gear. My superior range, which is kind of ridiculous actually, the fact that we could reach her from that far. Our superior range granted us all that we needed. She was a marauder. What weapon are you using? Dwarven longsword. Wow, that's a really good longsword. Heavy as fuck, but it's really good. Orcish gear, yep, that checks. That tracks with what I was expecting. Orcish and dwarven. Yeah, 8 for 32. I think we're using elven gear. Not our claymore, obviously, but these two things I think are elven swords. They're much lighter and also very valuable. But interesting that dwarven is heavy, but quite good, it seems. Just one more. Oh, I think I just saw another one. One marauder by themselves doesn't really make sense. They would definitely be hanging out in packs. Marauder orgies, as it were. Even looks like he's at the ready. Are you a bad guy? Or are you chill? You seem like you're a bad guy. He's got his sword out too. I'm just gonna assume he's a bad guy. And slap him in the booty. Destruction skill, baby. Elven longsword. Level 9, or damage of 9, by the way. Looks pretty. So I guess we're using elven short swords then. Take that repair hammer. A bunch of steel gear. Just to repair my sword, I guess. And it fully repaired it. Wow, I'll be damned. Guess I'll carry it with me. It's tempting. Tempted to bring that with me. I mean, this thing still out damages it quite a bit. But, I can maybe be convinced to drop one of these. The thing is, well, yeah, drain magic. I was about to say this one outdo it because it's got the frost damage. But this one does the drain magic. It's not absorb magic, it's just drain magic. Not even damage, so yeah, I think I would. Well, let's think about this though. It is a longsword, so it would have nice reach. This is magic though, which means it would get past the magic, you know, damage resistance. So too does that one though. I don't know. I would need to make room for it regardless. And there's I'm hanging on to a bunch of things that I don't need. I still need to turn in like this quest, for instance. This for the quest. Dwarven mace. A bunch of things like that I need to turn in anyway. For repair. Oh, right, like this extra shield. Well, it's not that heavy though. 4 for 100 is not bad. Yes, if I wanted to make room for it, yeah, I don't know if it's really worth it. Is that it? Yeah, that was it. I like it. This guy is probably aware of what just went down. Like, oh yes, standing over a corpse next to an alien ruin, but I'm gonna turn a blind eye to it. I think I'm gonna pump the brakes a bit on the potion making for now. Unless we find some really cool reagents, but this is mostly just food stuff, which is things we've seen plenty of times before. Nothing too exciting. So here's the entrance to Serkin. Alteration getting up there, baby. I guess these are roots. Roots to some large tree thing. Scouting towards the heavens. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. So now, at this point I'm losing track of how many things how many caverns and caves we've hit up today. Means we've been busy. More marauders. More odders, if you will. They're talking to each other. Oh! Is there a second one? No, there's not. Now, sadly, we only got the one. Had some good air on that one, though. You're just gonna stand there? I was gonna say, I'm gonna, like, inch forward until I reach the point of no return. That was deeply satisfying how we fucking exploded that one dude. Did a sick backflip and everything. 1 for 25. Actually, it's not that good. Never mind. I was gonna say 1 pound for 25 ain't half bad. And this dude did a sick, or this lady rather, she did a sick backflip. It's ladies' night in the murder caverns, apparently. Just like I said earlier, we've got a lot of stuff I can rid of. I guess I might as well repair this. There we go. I was gonna say we're gonna bust the hammer eventually anyway, but looking for things to drop as we acquire more potions and such. So it's gonna be a bandit marauder cave, which is kind of nice because I would rather fight NPCs than monsters or undead, if given the choice. Alright, where are you? There's one. Little scallywagger. He's a jumpy boy. Ouch. Oh wow, that like properly interrupted my spellcast. Impressive. There's more health than I thought they would. Or she has more health. Yeah, ladies' night, man. What did I tell you? Ladies' night in the Marauder Cavern. Let me just retrieve the plain ass arrows they were using to slap me around. Ooh, you got a warhammer. Ouch. I need more juice. Oh, I keep backpedaling into all the things. This, for instance. I just need the one casting. I just need the one. Saving up. I'm charging my laser. Got lots of dwarven stuffs. You know what? I'm gonna suck this down real quick. Pick up the thingamajiggy. Stone. Crush it to get my magicka back, and now it is gone.
You're outmatched, elf.
Boop. Okay, it's no longer ladies' night, by the way, because that guy was a dude, obviously. as was the dude before him. They sell for a bit. They do sell for a bit, which is nice. It's £1, obviously, but they would sell for more than some of the other crap I'm carrying, honestly. So if I wanted to go for maximum efficiency, I would drop some things to make room for them. Like, for instance, some of these aren't very good, obviously. Flawed topaz. I mean, it's light enough, but I mean, it's not that exciting. Some of these are also just kind of so-so. I would end up selling most of those. Like this book. Actually, several books at this point. That one. Keep that one. Keep that one too, I guess, because that actually sells for quite a bit more. This is for a quest, and it has a weight of 0 anyway. So that's something. And then... yeah, at this point, we're kind of splitting hairs, but like, yeah, sell that, or drop that. And that, and... oh, actually, that one's okay. We're just shedding things. Silence one. The silence one is kind of tempting, because that actually could be kind of useful. That potion's hilarious. Well, yeah, I would probably drop both of those. Resist paralysis. That's a heavy potion. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Restore fatigue, detect life. So that you can see very quickly, it gets kind of out of hand. It gets a little bit more silly. Now we could unlock this. There's probably going to be keys. And maybe I'll keep an eye out for said keys, but we can absolutely unlock those with full confidence. There's still enemies nearby, probably an NPC of some kind.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
And sure enough.
This is the part.
Need a little bit more juice. Could you wait like 5 seconds later? You are very fast. You are very fast. You're also very dead. She was the ringleader. The ring is unleaded. Unleaden. Fortified mercantile. 11 for 1,000 is actually quite good. I would say that's quite good. Martinfell's Trader Curious. Now, it's not very good, like, armor-wise. But value-wise, it's quite good. Weird that it is good, though, because Fortified Mercantile by 8 is not that exciting. In my book. In my, albeit limited book. The Chameleon Potions are tempting to hang on to, because that's actually pretty nice. Pretty not bad. Yeah, drop the crab meat. Like, yeah, just look for the low-hanging fruits to drop. Things to make room for. We need that wine for another quest. Restore health. I'll drink it myself. It's a heavy restore health potion. Boop. Lots of feather spells up as you're acquiring things. Yeah, I don't so much bother with feather myself, but I do have a number of things on my person that right now are fortifying my strength, which is helping when it comes to, you know, carrying capacity and such. The eternal struggle of a Elder Scrolls playthrough where you're trying to maximize profits and efficiency to weight ratios and such. It is a constant, enjoyable, but constant struggle. There have been 2 areas we've seen so far that are locked that we can unlock, but I'm gonna try to do it by the books and see if we can find keys for them first. Usually if it's something is locked, a rating of hard or higher, then it's like, okay, they probably don't want me to go that way yet. Hey, what's up, Nalt? The Lusty Argonian Mage, she is an iconic fixture of the series. She really is, for better or for worse. My favorite part, one of my favorite things that are adjacent to the legendary Lusty Argonian Maid is in Morrowind. You get to act out part of the play. In the, let me think about this. Was it? It wasn't in Blood Moon. Was it in? I think it was in the Tribunal expansion. Actually, it's like a side quest, but it's a pretty fun one. It is iconic. I'll drop 2 of these. Making room. There's 2 more, so I'll drop 1 more. I'm just littering this place with potions. Shitty potions that I made. So I can grab the juice. This one's hard as well. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this myself, though. In fact, we might be nearing the end of this dungeon. Since we just killed the ringleader, that might mean we are reaching the end of this dungeon anyway. Just one big room. There we go, not too bad. Gold and Night Eye. I'll take it. Not gonna look a gift Night Eye potion in the mouth. Just one big open room. That's really it. Grab 1 more of these. Bloop. So yeah, we've got this area here that's locked, and I think there was another one further back. This is a dead end. Check the map real quick. Yeah. Real simple dungeon, real simple dungeon. I'm not complaining. It's actually kind of refreshing. Something real quick and easy. Quick and dirty, just the way I like it. There we go. So all that for a single nugget and 13 gold. Was that worth a hard lock? Probably not. For me, really, I'm just looking for more opportunities to train up my unlocking skill, security skill. We can get it to 50 if it's a tall order, obviously, but if we could eventually get it to 50, then future lockpicking endeavors will be even easier. Of course, we have 140 lockpicks. We're not exactly struggling. Alright, well that was it. Yeah, real nice and quick. I like it. Let's put our torch away. And let's continue towards this other side quest opportunity that has recently presented itself. There we go. Now, I've already made the all's well that ends well joke once before. I think I'm just about maxed out on it, so I need to strike while the iron is hot. See, Imperial City is that way as well. Of course, Bruma's up north. We spent lots of time in Bruma, and yeah, it's not that far away, actually. We going this way. And to be clear, oh, here we go, yeah. Oh. A motherfucking Minotaur is out in the open? Yo, guard, you want to help me with this motherfucker? Actually, he might get got. Hey, you want? Yeah. I'm gonna let you work on this for a second. I'll help you, but motherfucking Minotaur's out here, dude. He's actually giving him what for? All right. Well, you didn't die. I did not have high hopes for this man. I thought for sure he was gonna get got. Minotaurs are scary, man. And the fact that they're just out in the open is fucking wild to me. But he stood up to scrutiny. Good job, fam. If I wouldn't have helped him, he probably would have won. Probably, but still, whew. We used to find mud crabs and rats out here. Now we're out here finding Minotaurs just in the open. It's a little bit immersion breaking, actually. That's the kind of shit that you wouldn't really see normally in the open. It'd be one thing if it was like, oh, such and such the Oblivion gates are the explanation for it, but still, it's a little scrungy. So let's continue following the path, though, and I'm keeping an eye on the compass to see if there's anything else that pops up, but also I need to keep an eye out for Nightshade as an offering for that one potential quest. Another goddamn Minotaur. They're very much in the open right now, so sneaking can only do me so much. I wonder if we wait for him to stand still. I can fuck him up. I don't think we can get the guard to help us a second time, so I'm gonna kite this guy for a little bit. Got him low enough. Yeah, we got his ass. Big boy. Big boy. We are approaching our destination. We also are approaching a cave of some kind. Town is ahead. A cave. Entrance. This over this way. I'm glad we can kind of sniff these out. Like in the good old days, we were kind of on our own. The days of Morrowind, we were kind of on our own for finding caves and such. Although Daedric ruins and Dwemer ruins were very easy to see from a distance. So that helped, but... yeah, these, they're kind of giving it to us, which is nice. We have a handless statue, which means all denizens of this cave will be without hands. Or fingers, I guess. They put them in a bowl. And wolves, apparently. Oh, I'm just missing everything. I've missed all 3 shots. Are you fucking... it's because they, like, dodge a little bit to the side. As they, like, are ready for their attacks. There we go. Let's see, I know it's gonna take 1 hit. Jesus. I'm embarrassing myself. So anyway. Yeah, there's the town, the ghost town. So let's do this. Well, think about this. Should I explore the town first? Last time we found a cave next to a abode that they were inextricably linked with a side quest. This might have something similar. So let's explore here a little bit, but we want to go back. There's also a castle, but we've... oh, we have not been to this castle. The end of that path, mayhaps. Stables are empty. As we were warned that it's a ghost town. The gate functions. Good job, gate. A little rickety, but it holds together. They got watermelons. What in the world? Now, when you said ghost town, I wasn't expecting this to be taken so literally. You alright, fam?
Talk to Dirham in the inn. I'm tired of this minstrel's freak show our town has turned into.
I'm just gonna hope that that person's naked. It's like an Invisible Man situation where he's gotta be butt-ass naked. So we gotta watch for that etherealness. Know if there's somebody nearby. So no one's in the bed. Presumably there's no one in here right now, but I don't know because they might just be very invisible. So for instance, I'm allegedly invisible right now. Now I am over encumbered, that much is true, but I'm not a criminal in the eyes of the law. So that's good enough. Prepare a bunch of shit, and then it breaks. Cool. So we made use of it. Just like a cage for like a pet mud crab maybe. Some books they're reading. A torch. Oop, that's useful. Another repair hammer. Yep, I'll take it. I'll put it to use right heckin' now, actually. And it instantly busts on the greaves. Well, busting makes me feel good, just like in Ghostbusters. Okay, well, maybe it doesn't make me feel good, because that means we can't use it anymore, but... in other respects, busting makes me feel good. Sometimes those things have things inside them. Alright, last repair hammer. 1 repair hammer for the road. Never mind, it instantly busted at 69. Good old 69 bust. A classic. That's one person's house. And here's his house. The guy outside.
Excuse me. We have a small problem that we hope
You don't
can
say.
help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all wondering the same thing. Everyone in Aylesville suddenly became invisible several weeks ago.
Oh,
it was
God.
sort of fun at first, but the novelty is definitely worn off now. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible.
An
Once you get a
invisible
reputation
inn.
as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off. But we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ankatar's doing, but we
God
can't
damn it,
find him.
Ankatar.
If you
Classic.
can help us, we will be extremely grateful.
Who is this lad?
He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder.
Maybe he's
If you
invisible
can
too.
find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt.
You got it, fam.
We're pretty sure he's still hiding out in Fort
Somewhere in
Caractacus,
there.
although he never answers when we've tried to find him.
Maybe he's made himself invisible or made himself deafened so he can't hear them.
It's just to the southeast of here. Follow the path down the hill. But watch out for the invisible monsters.
Visible
that
monsters, of
infest the
course there are.
ruins.
Why wouldn't that be a thing?
Watch yourself around goblins. Some of the nastier ones will toss spells at you.
Yeah, they can try. Cool.
Be seeing you.
I would say the same, but, well, you know. I can't. I cannot be seeing you. Much as I wish that I could. Now, are you still in here with me, fam? I don't think he is, actually. So I can probably fuck around. I can probably fuck around and find out. Be seeing you. What an unfortunate, like, coincidence of a thing for him to say. Given the circumstances. Good shit. Anything else cool? Probably not a whole lot. Oh, okay, that was one thing. I'll take your 2 gold as payment. Call that a prepayment. An upfront fee for me dealing with this whole thing. I actually wonder if Dispel Other would work. Because I do have that. We use that for the other Mages Guild quest. Yeah, let's see if we can, like, get a, Spell Other. I suspect it will not work. Armisticism is happy, but it doesn't do shit.
Talk to Dirham in the inn.
Yeah, sorry, bud. I tried. My magic is not powerful enough. We must seek out the zone. Right down here, Fort Caractacus. It's on our map and everything. So that means this cave is ripe for the taking. And ripe and takening I shall. Let's check this out real quick. And then that might be the last thing. Well, we've probably got another 30 minutes or so left. We'll keep going for a little bit longer, but we'll see how long this one takes. Said there's invisible monsters. I'm not looking forward to that, man. Not looking forward to invisible monsters. Thankfully, they're not, like, fully invisible. And we've dealt with enough will-o'-the-wisps that, at least it seems that... Wait, hold on. There we go. Will-o'-the-wisps that their invisibleness is a factor in their difficulty, but it's not the worst thing about them. So we'll probably... Probably. Ooh, more coffins. It's either vampires or necromancers. And my gut tells me necromancers. Of course you would move. It's that ominous blob. Yeah, it's maybe. Oh, it's a ghost, but it's like not rendering correctly yet, so we're too far away. Have you seen to me already? You sure have. He's got a big ass axe and a lot of HP. He's a hero. Gonna turn him and his HP into 0. Good job, fam. Big ass axe, that is very dead. Sell that. More skeletons. Can't say I'm surprised. That's so weird how, like, it's like some kind of shading. Some kind of shader isn't, like, rendering correctly when they're too far away or something. They don't look like such a dark blob. Unless it's something totally different. I think it's just a ghost. A spooky ghost. I'm gonna tickle him a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, it's because he's invisible, I think. Or something. Yeah, this might be something completely different than what I'm used to. Yeah, this is something completely different. I've never seen this kind of ghost before. Throwing new things at me. Faded Wraith. That sounds terrifying. Oh god, what did you do to me, you strange, strange bastard? You give me the suck. You sucked my strength out of my dick hole, dude. That's not cool. Oh god, you... Oh, well, I can't actually move. I have to wait for this to end. Or I can cast a spell. The spell would actually be quite useful here. Not to spell other. I need to spell me. My face. Major dispel. Big dispel. It didn't do shit. I guess maybe it's too high level. Yeah, maybe we need like 50 or higher or something. Have any other dispels? Done up here too. You know, I actually, what's been my standard go-to? My standard has been major wounds. I could probably switch to one of these. No, I don't have enough mana right now. Magicka right now. But that's an easy fix. So, will I outlast this? And drain strength. I think I might have a restore strength spell. I do have restore strength. So, how's about this? I'm gonna drink one potion. But no, that's what these guys are capable of. Oh, I have a potion of strength. Nah, oh, that's fortified. Never mind, never mind. Oh, it's 15. Oh, for 51 seconds, though. Are there any others? I like this to get rid of the sorcery ones first. There we go. Did that not work? Guess they sucked a lot of strength. It's not working. Oh, I guess it doesn't work when it's been drained, not damaged. That's a shame. So I just gotta wait it out then. I guess I'll just go for heal then. Well, thankfully that spider lad, or spider lad, skeleton lad is just chilling. Alright, I can move again. Ooh. I'm waiting for the magic to get back so I can heal. How much magic does this cost, actually? 165. What's my maximum? I can barely cast it when I'm at full. Will this be like a super thick heal? Let's find out. I can never cast this? Really? 179? It costs 165. Oh, it's too high skill level. That's why I wasn't using it earlier. Man, that's shitty. Wait a second, but I can cast the... Oh, I see, I see. This is the better spell. But we don't have enough magic. This one we have enough magic, but not enough restoration. Damn. Yeah, I get it now. I get it. Okay, so... Damn. Set that as the main one. Yeah, that's been my... Again, it's not a very good healing spell, but it's the only one I can really use. It's the only good one I can use. We'll heal ourselves up. In the spirit of good restoration. That he turned around, but now we just kind of whittle him down a little bit. He's doing a lot of damage to us, actually. We were doing very little damage to him. We can get him though. Yeah, I was gonna say we're getting there. This place does not fuck around. This is actually substantial. Oh, please don't crash the game on an alt tab. Don't crash. I'm bringing it back in. And it crashed. Fucking hell. When was the last time it saved? Oh, I hope it saved when we entered the cave. We've had 4 crashes tonight. Now, the first 3 crashes... That's not true. It crashed twice. That's crash number 3. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I closed the game willingly one of those times. Still, 3 crashes in one stream is more than I would prefer. But there was that one stream where we had like 6 crashes. It was awful. That was the worst one by a ginormous ginormous margin. The problem is that we probably have to re-kill that wraith again, because yeah, it saved when we entered this cave. Man, it's really a shame. I wish there was the main issue that I keep having, and what a lot of times forces me to alt tab, do something and alt tab back in, is that the cursor is locked into the game window, but the cursor is still able to do other things on my other monitor. So like as I'm scrolling up with the mouse wheel, it's scrolling the chat window up, which I don't want because I want to keep it on like seeing the latest messages at all times. So it's deeply inconvenient, and the only really reliable way to fix it is to alt tab back over, fix it, and bring it back in. But it's like a 30% chance it'll just crash the game, and it's really fucking annoying. All right, I was gonna give myself a torch. So same enemies. Skeleton Hero and the scary Wraith Lad, and probably the Archer as well. The idea of sneaking past a skeleton is an interesting one. I mean, they don't really have eyes, but they have other senses or some other way of sensing. So, when you're sneaking around bandits or even monsters, it's like, yeah, I get it. But this one, it's a bit weirder. So I don't know what style of senses they would have necessarily. I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively turn him, if possible. He is a pretty high level undead, so he might not be turnable. He seems... Unless he's running towards me to attack, but it seems like he's running away. Good punk ass bitch. Oh, he fucking got me with that. One casting of it, dude. One casting and you're done. You're done, son. Oh, that's painful. That is fucking painful. But the good news... Uh-oh, is my sword not doing anything? It just says I'm over encumbered. It's not telling me if my sword is... Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, usually a message pops up saying, like, your sword has no effect. Your weapon has no effect, but it wasn't saying that. We gotta work it out for us, man. Magic is definitely the way to deal with this lad. No doubt. That first lad is of no consequence, of little consequence. I guess if I want to minimize the bullshitting, I'll go ahead and save manually. We might be here for a minute. I hypothesize this is not gonna be a one and done. Yeah, throw the damage spells at me. The drain bullshit. I would almost rather he damage my attributes as opposed to draining, because I don't know how to counteract draining. I guess fortify, maybe. But you can't restore when it's been drained, which is really annoying. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that the game isn't telling me this, but I'm doing no damage. I'm assuming that I'm unable to damage him. The game doesn't want to tell me. Yeah, that's hurting him, yeah. Yeah. At least tell me. At least tell me when I'm not doing damage, dudes. Elven short sword, what? Was he wielding a weapon? Ectoplasm makes sense. I didn't realize he was wielding a weapon. That's weird. So it's not a natural attack that he has. And it's just as good as the ones we're using. Now I will go back to my claymore, though. Boop. So there's still the archer. And then what else? What was... Oh, no, I was about to say what killed me. Right, no, the game is what killed me. The game crashing is what killed me. I don't see him. Oh, yes, I do. There he is. Let's see if I can get one cheeky hit on him. Before he sees me. Yes, there we go. I should save. Oh, you're probably not wrong. What if we did kill the big guy. Yeah, we'll do a safety save. I usually try to avoid what I would kind of consider that save scumming. I usually try to avoid save scumming, but I'm making a special exception here. To make things easier for future us. Yeah, that was satisfying. I like stood on his head and chopped it off. Hell yeah. Just putting dwarven arrows inside of me. It's almost sexual. Almost. Boop. There we go. Out of curiosity, what if then are those? I really like that emote with the knife. Is that one of your emotes? Here, let me alt tab real quick. It is. It's one of Woodithan's emotes. That's cool, dude. I'm guessing you probably stream then Woodithan if you've got your own emotes, like multiple ones, especially at that high quality. What are some things you like to stream? That's like that. An emote of that quality is like, oh, this ain't no like Jim Bob's Twitch channel with one follower. This is like, oh yeah, this guy's got some stuff. Advances in lockpicking. I like all those things. I was actually hoping it'd be a spell book, but oh well. Little woodchuck buddy, that's good. He's a good lad. Wink. I sometimes wish the beer bottles would break in this game, but then that would get kind of scummy where you could like very easily break things that could be picked up or used or sold. So we'll just assume they're all reinforced glass. Like really reinforced. I need a super hobbit knife emote, Elgaso. I mean, you're not wrong, and I have reached out to the emote artist that I've worked with previously, and I sent him a list of, I think without exaggeration, either 14 or 19 emote suggestions, because I have regular emote slots and then follower emotes and then cheer emotes and a few other things. Oh, and animated emotes too. So I've got several slots I'm looking to fill. And he did tell me he's working on them, but he also told me he's pretty busy with other things, so it might be a bit. A stab emote was not on the list, but it's not a bad idea though. His name is Buckle. He's a good lad. I like Buckle. Big fan. Yeah, we need more stabbies. Yeah, I have a number of stab emotes from people that I follow and am subscribed to, but yes, one of my own is not a bad idea. In this current thread, it is. So this thread continues. Now something apparently already sniffed me out. That's weird. Is there something down here? That's weird. Oh, it's a ghost, okay. Weird that he saw me before I could see him. He sensed me from afar. Not that far, obviously. Some Nintendo stuff with Smash and Splatoon and Mario Kart. Nice, man. Some Kirby stuff. Excellent, yeah. I'm a fellow Nintendo enjoyer, so in my very biased opinion, I think you got some good shit. Like some RPGs as well, such as Oblivion. Oblivion is a very good Nintendo RPG, so it's my thumbs up. That's good, man. Have you played the newest Kirby game? Because I have not, but I've watched other people play, and I really like what I've seen. It seems like a really good game. This is the book we found. I guess I read it, but I didn't pick it up, did I? Yeah. Just drop more of the same. Yeah, that potion is such a good shitpost. Resist paralysis, shock damage on self, drain not even drain, damage intelligence on self. What a stupid potion that is. One good thing and 2 horrible negatives. Like, that is just disgusting. Like, funny, but disgusting. And what's up, G-Duck? Good to see you, bud. My face? I don't see what you mean. We try to eat an entire beehive. That should be our lore, bud. That should be our lore for this guy. Yeah, he suffered a horrible childhood accident when one of his buddies dared him to eat an entire beehive. And our boy here, he's pretty intelligent now, but back in the day, he was not the brightest of lads. So now he looks like a bruised tomato. That's right, bud. Yeah. I always tell people, when we made this character, I had 3 goals in mind for his head, at least. I wanted his head to be as round, purple, and sad as possible. So that's what happened. That's like the meta lore of him. But yeah, eating an entire goddamn beehive, that's some good shit, man. Yeah, one of his homies dared him, like, yo, buddy, yo, Sadge, you gotta eat an entire beehive. And he eats the first bee. He's like, ouch, this hurts. Like, no. Once you eat the entire beehive, that's when you get magic powers. Because, yeah, his name is Sadge Maroon. And you'll never guess why we named him that. Has nothing to do with how sad and red and purple he is. Even smart people can't. That's right. That's probably how it went down. Also, I just noticed, shoutouts to the fact that we have an equal amount of hit points in Magicka. That's fucking wild. He's very sad. We need some lore. I mean, if I were to eat an entire beehive, I would be sad on multiple fronts. Not just because of the fact that I am in pain from devouring a beehive, but also the moral subjual damage, the moral psychic damage of knowing that I just killed an entire beehive. And bees are our friends because they, pollinate plants and make food and make us delicious honey. So I would feel like the weight of my actions would add to the sadness and the physical anguish. So you are not wrong. It's a heavy toll that Mr. Maroon has lived with over the years. Where'd he go? Here he is. Yeah, that was an ancient ghost. I wonder if I should not be bothering with the ectoplasm. It's okay. I guess I'll grab it, but it's not very valuable. I love your emotes, Woodathan. That's some good stuff, bud. In a general sense, I need to do this more often, but I try to make it clear that I do encourage self-promotion. The only thing I always tell people is not to, like, go too far with it or not. Because the one thing I always want to avoid is people trying to... oh, it's a much better Alembic. Drop the old one. Try to avoid the situation of somebody being like, trying to draw people away. Like, oh, don't watch him, watch me, I'm about to go live, like that kind of thing. But people never do that, so like, I'm never worried. So yeah, if there's ever, in a general sense, like if there's anybody in the chat who streams, or if you, I don't know, make YouTube videos, or you got an Instagram post you're excited about, or a TikTok video you're working on, I like hearing about it. I like hearing about people's projects. It's inspiring to me, and especially if it's something you're passionate about. That passion is inspiring, and I use it to fuel my own inspiration. So I like to think it works in many ways. But yeah, something I try to encourage. What do I like to do other than Oblivion? So on weekends, in fact, I'll be doing this possibly Saturday, maybe more likely Sunday. But on weekends, I like to do what I call, what I like to call corruption streams. So there's a tool that I like to play with called the Real-Time Corruptor. It's a tool that runs on a computer, runs on Windows, where you open the tool, and then you open another application. That application can be an emulator for running an emulated game, or it can be a PC game that runs on your computer natively. And what this application lets you do is that you select which executable you want to target, and then you enter other parameters, what kinds of values you want to enter, that kind of thing. And basically, it lets you inject randomized values into an application's memory while it's executing to cause it to give random, unpredictable behavior, unpredictable glitches, weird bugs, weird bullshit. It is sometimes a bit iffy. Sometimes it causes it to crash. Other times it like acts up in a way that is strange or unexpected, or might even change the behavior of the game we're playing, that kind of thing. And lately, when I first experimented with the real-time corruptor, I used it on emulated games, which is really its primary use case, more or less. Was meant for like emulators like BizHawk and Dolphin. So emulated console games. But there is a way where you can do this method of glitch hunting with PC games. So one of my favorite PC games is Noita, one of my favorite roguelike games. And we were corrupting Noita a couple days ago, and we'll probably do more of that this coming weekend. And maybe Halo 1 specifically. We played through Cursed Halo recently, which was a very funny shitpost Halo mod that runs on Custom Edition on Windows, on PC. And I still have that installed, so what I might do is might try corrupting Halo 1 and see what kinds of weird glitches we can inspire. So that's something I've been doing a lot on weekends. And then also, once I feel it's ready to be shown, I want to play, by the way, the Lord Crypt. That just sounds terrifying. I want to do more of the Morrowind randomizer. You might have heard me talk about the Morrowind randomizer, so I'll spare you the details. But yeah, I've got more changes to my mods that I've made for Morrowind. I want to make more code script changes, or just mod changes in general, to try to up the ante and add some new features and new cool things. But then I also need to do a lot more testing with the other mods that I found, because I found a few more mods that I want to add into the mix. So Morrowind randomizer is also on my radar. And then I haven't done it in a few weeks, but I also like to do community games, Jackbox games, Gartic Phone, GeoGuessr is always fun. So those are some of my go-tos. But I mean, right now Oblivion is kind of my main thing on weekdays. Another one of these guys. And that'll probably continue to be the case until we beat the game. Oh, fucking hell. So it'll be our main thing on weekdays, but once we beat the game, we'll probably do other single-player casual games. Casual playthroughs and such. This one. Now look at that, uh-oh, that's a problem. So I'm encumbered, and I cannot dispel this. And also I can't cast anything, which is a little bit surprising. I wonder if did he damage my spellcasting ability? He did not. Yeah, why can't I cast that? That's weird. I can't cast anything, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't cast anything. That's wild. Maybe when you're paralyzed, you can't cast spell. Well, no, I wasn't paralyzed. I had crappy strength. Well, that's unfortunate. I hadn't saved in a hot minute. Well, now we know. Now we know there's another one of those guys lurking. I wonder why I couldn't cast spells. I couldn't heal. I couldn't throw the fireball. I wasn't paralyzed. At least I didn't think I was. Oh, he might have had silence. There was a fourth icon I didn't recognize. He might have silenced me. This is gonna seem familiar. Yeah. Okay, well that was not quite time, but yes. Same idea. Same energy. Average lock. Or sub-average contents. Okay, we didn't actually take this. Although, you know, I might actually think I will take it, and I'll just drop a potion to make room. Okay, we found that Ellenbeck and then the Mortar and Pestle, which are both welcome sights. Bloop. You can tell I've been through here by virtue of some shitty homemade potions that I'm just dropping everywhere I've been. It's Zorro's equivalent of carving a Z on the wall. In this case, it's me pissing on the wall with crappy potions. And urine. I'm also pissing everywhere. That is also accurate. So now that we know, once we get to that particular part of the cave, I'll need to do a quick save. Those wraiths are awful. They are not nice. I'm just grateful I can deal with them as a spellcaster. Okay, I think as a non-spellcaster, that would be fucking horrible. Same with Will o' the Wisp. Just if I was playing a non-spellcaster, I'd be a very unhappy hobbit right now. Another one. Yeah, they kind of go invisible a little bit sometimes, don't they? Yeah, no effect, yeah. Could switch weapons. Or I could just boop. Take care of business. So I'll confess, I can't remember. I think I went up. Yeah, we dealt with the ghost up here. We went up. There was like kind of a dead end of sorts. There's a second entrance. That was interesting. Then I think the caverns below is where that wraith beckons. Might have been that way, actually. Well, I'll grab the things first, but yes, we will be ready to save at a moment's notice. Up you. Boop. Yeah, it was one of these other entrances. The Alembic, or the, I don't know if that's the right word, but some kind of alchemical tools. So we found the Journeyman's version of what we currently have a novice item for. Yeah, there's this guy. There he is. Good thing we just saved. So if I can just not get hit by that shitty red projectile. I'm like stumbling backwards in my efforts to run away from this bastard. Almost got him. Got his ass, hell yeah. He wasn't wielding a sword, I guess. So one guy dropped an elven longsword. This guy didn't drop shit. Mysterious. Oh, it's right here. Okay. That's what it was. Yeah, with the apprentice. Just got the journeyman's. Hell yeah. It's that top floor area, I think, is what leads to that separate instance. So I'm gonna save here. I'm doing some save scumming. I said I wasn't usually a fan.